man, like, what's all this extra conversation about? Call each other. Y'all don't talk to each other. What's all this conversation about when I walk in? That should be done. When we come in, I want y'all mindset on getting yourselves saved. This is the problem I have. You guys have confessed of just how miserable lives you have been living contrary. Why keep doing the same thing? So this is what I'm getting. Doing what I'm doing is why I'm living contrary. Why am I still doing the same thing? Do something different. That's why I took the conversation back for y'all. Put the words up. You already managed to show you live in a mess. Do something different. Get closer, not stay further away. Not keep coming to eat lunches, keep playing. At some point, you got to look at, my soul's on the line. I need to do something different. That's what I would look at. I'm going to die, I'm going to go to hell. I need to be thinking then, what do I need to do differently? What I'm doing has not been working. The Dabarim is right. The bar that he left us is commandment. Then I got to start looking at self. When I look at self, self has to make changes. Self got to look at this group. My group is weak. My mindset is weak. Then I got to change. Y'all got me. See, nobody ain't going to tell y'all that. They'll let y'all keep going the same way. I watch out. It's just like he said. They come before me and say that my people. They hear your Dabarim, but they ain't going to do it. They ain't going to do it. Can I get up and do the same thing y'all did? That's amazing. Y'all will walk out and leave winning. But I still sat in here with y'all because I want y'all to make sure. My whole goal is this. Let's get it right. You guys have sat here and told you just living just miserably, just rotten to the core. Do something different. Do something different. Why would you sit here and keep going the same way that's got you going to hell? Change what you're doing. Sitting out here, you did it. Mother, y'all tell what they do out there? Eat, play, crumbling, drinking, everything other than what they need to be doing. I can't get it. We set that up for people with babies. They had to go out or something like that. You make too much convenience for y'all. And y'all have just made a mess. Y'all already got stuff set up so you can go out as soon as you can walk right out the door. I'm like, what happened? Where do you do this at? Where do you do this at? People used to fight at one time to get in. When Yahushua was in the building, you know what the people did? They ripped the roof off to get inside that way it was. How is it we rush to get out? Y'all don't see how contrary stuff is. Something on fire, you running in. Something ain't on fire, till you sit, you running out. Do y'all see how backwards we become? We got to change that. No, we ain't got to. It's done today. Y'all change how y'all operate. Y'all, you're done. You get right or you go to hell. That's bottom line. Ain't nothing more important than your soul. Do y'all understand that? And it's sad that you don't even care about your damn self. Your own damned self, condemned self, you say and you keep doing the same dumb, stupid stuff. I can't get it. I can't get it. I'm going to hell. I can't see what else is going to be more important. I'm going to hell. What else could be more important? I'm going to hell. Tell me something. Name something more important. Name something should be primary on my book. I'm going to hell. Tell me something I should be concerned about. Something other than I'm going to hell. Give me something equivalent I'm going to hell. Done. That's what we got to do. You guys have brought shame, reproach on the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, on what he stands for, what's been commanded of us, and you guys shall not escape. And I want you to think you're going to laugh and play your way out of this, because you will not escape. When I put this Dabarim out, it's to the nation. Yahushua declared unto the Matthias, he said, what I say unto one, I say unto all. Y'all got me? Don't y'all know that judgment had to begin at us? If it first began with us, he said, what you think will happen to the rest of them that don't obey the truth? Do y'all understand that? This ain't something y'all think y'all just got out of. It's going to be a pray out of, and you good, and you just go back to running. You're not good. The man's going to visit your iniquities. I would be a piss poor pastor if I didn't tell you that. Do you understand? If it's not a concern about you guys and your soul salvation, that should be scary to you. That you didn't even get in yourself to realize, I'm pretty lousy. The fact that I'll keep doing the same thing I'm doing and that there'll be no recompense for what I've done and I should get myself together. It's scary. Yearly, y'all do the same things that what he came to do, we shouldn't be doing. There's no way you should be atoning for no sins every year. There's absolutely no way you should be doing it. How do y'all miss to do the same thing every year, every month, every week, every day? Because I don't believe. So we got to get a foundation. That foundation starts with the fundamentals of what we got to do. Do something different. You know what's different for you? Obeying. Obeying from the heart. Obeying from the heart. Y'all hear me? It's your soul if you get it wrong. Man, we got a whole planet of people doing, believing, trusting in, hoping in, and it ain't got nothing to do with this man's dabarim. Y'all hear me? There's a lot of stuff you can go out here and you can believe in and take a chance on. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I done tried and tested and looked at a whole lot of stuff that man had come along and tried to put out here. I know the Bible, I know that the word of Elohim is right. That's why I'm here. If I ain't believe it was right, I wouldn't preach it. I just got other stuff I can do. Y'all hear me? I just ain't got time. If I don't believe it's right, I ain't got time to play with it. Go do something I believe in. Y'all got me? But it's dangerous the fact that we hear, the information we hear time and time again, he has proven himself through coming and giving us comprehension to confirm his covenant. I'd be a fool to turn from him. I'd be a fool to turn from him. He done confirmed it too many times. Who done condemned it? Nobody ain't condemned that man's word. These people can't do it. It can't be condemned. That's why I'm standing on it. Y'all hear me? I'm telling every man, every woman, every boy, every girl, you can live separated, you can live clean, and you can stand on this man's word with a surety. And don't move from it. None of these people don't shake me. I had a phone call today. I had to talk to some doctors and prophets and all of them. They got through. You know what they saying? Gave some stuff to consider. I will be going back studying. You know who ain't going back to study? Me. I told boss, I said, they gave me some stuff today. I learned something from them too. I learned not to be stupid. I can learn from people. I learned not to be stupid. Nobody's going to condemn it. I don't care what school they go to. It's just right to live right. It's just wrong to live wrong. It ain't got to be with being no genius and how much you know. It's just the mindset of trying to want to live right will supersede. And I've learned, just stay on the path where just living clean, living right. What's for you going to come, but you can't get nothing when you ain't clean. It just ain't going to happen. That's just the first part. I ain't no need of looking for nothing if I ain't going to live clean. What am I going to get? Whatever I get, how's it going to help me? I ain't got a mindset to live clean. I ain't got a mindset to obey. What is in it or the words or the language going to do for me? Absolutely nothing. My whole heart is set and precedent on hypocrite, false pretending, trying to get out of something. And I'm trying to learn some language. The best language to learn is obedience. Obedience is better than sacrifice. And to hearken, to stop and listen than the fat of rams. Y'all hear me? Because rebellion, Lord, I got a bunch of witches and warlocks. You know what y'all been doing. Listen, it ain't no show y'all shouldn't have been watching. All the Casper the Friendly Ghost, Bewitched, all them little shows. I don't know how you couldn't. Y'all can see y'all doing the same thing. See, that's the danger part. You don't see it that way. Let me get, I won't watch it because that's idolatry. So is when you disobey what he told you. See, you need to hear it just like that. I ain't going to let y'all out the hook, because if I do, you're going to get loose. I already know what y'all going to do. Y'all know y'all quick to get out the way. Quick to get out. It's scary. But it just come and confirm again, you the children of your fathers. Your fathers did the same, so they were quick to get out the way. Real quick to turn. They couldn't wait. They made Moshe 40 days. They couldn't wait. They said, we don't know what happened to this man. Up, make us gods. That's what you do. As soon as you don't get the answer you want, as soon as you don't hear what you want to hear, and you can't do what you want to do, up, make you a god. But you know the man want to destroy you bad. He told Moshe, get down. The old people, they are turned aside quick. I want to go down and consume them at once. But the man, Moshe, was willing to put himself in the way. A lot of people don't put themselves on the line for y'all. A lot of people don't put themselves on the line for y'all. You don't consider it. I do. I tell y'all, I stand on the shoulder of great men. You know the men that they're dead and gone. You know what they looking and hoping in, don't they left? Somebody got the baton. I ain't going to drop it. Everybody that can throw it down, trip, fall, whatever they got to do. You know a lot of races have. Dang, you ran. Did you run? Did y'all do relay? Somebody dropped the baton. What you have? Could that make a major difference on who win, who lose? Have you seen more losses when people go back or more wins? I dropped this thing. We subject to lose. Man, they train you how to get a baton. You got to be watching, and when you watching, you got to already have a little pace going. When that thing hit, at that point, no time, little bit, you got to lock it and you got to roll. You can't get sidetracked. You can't veer off. You got to keep. You know how many folk at law rate trying to look to see what other folk doing? Where they at? Man, you got to focus and run. I'm focusing and run. That's why I'm watching none of these other preachers. I ain't got time to be looking, but I already know where they at. You behind me. If I took my time out to watch these videos, these preachers folks will watch it, you know what happened? It's just human nature. When you do this, your brain say, we can't run this same speed. Your brain tells you, this is going to be real stupid because I can't see what we're doing. You don't keep. Am I correct there? You agree with that? You can look behind you and run the same speed. Your brain will tell your body, this is stupid. You will receive, am I telling the truth? Miko, you will receive, you can run the same speed looking back that you're looking forward. That's stupid. I don't have no time to look behind me. All the rest of these preachers, they can say, why he don't watch me? You behind me. They taught me years ago, you don't want to look behind you. You hear what I'm saying? You got to keep straight ahead. I'm rolling. When that thing hit my hand, when I was looking, they were coming. When that thing hit, when I'm going, I caught that thing, yop! Can't look back at that point. It's in your hands, son. The next man count on me to hand it to him. When I stretch that thing out and hand it to the next man, he need to do the same thing I did, the same thing they did. Grab it and run for your life. Y'all understand me? People count. Do y'all understand people count on us? Do y'all know how many people watch around there, know all of y'all names? Know when you ain't him. That's such ain't them. Watch that camera flow around. They watch you look. Then they get up in here and see what y'all say. If people lock themselves and say, okay, I see so and so or such. Yeah, I've been cutting the hill. I've been doing everything you can name contrary. You've been doing what? Because people sitting here standing off, they looking at, they not here, and they say, I'm standing off what the man telling me. I got a letter from somebody sent me from Texas. Tell me about where he would have been. I was reading the letter trying to see where we're going and how he hadn't found me, where his life would be. He said, where I would be if I had not tuned in and found you. He said, you know, he said he found about me what made a lock at me. Who knows what it was? He said consistency. Consistency. I told y'all years ago we used to play this. This church I went to, True Dirt. And we would go play this other church we had. It was just something. It wasn't no league. And then we'd go play each other on the weekend. We'll play team. And every time we battle, man, we might play 10, 11 games, trying to see who wins. And we get down there, this one, I had this one day, he do the same move every time. That thing make you so mad because you forget he gonna do it and he do it. And it's like he stumble and go out and that junk go up and hit. You be like, why do you keep doing this same dumb move? He said it worked on him. We like, but that junk, so it's a stumble fall like move he do, going out and that junk go over the board and land in it. You be like, why do you do that stupid stuff? He said it worked. You start looking at people and say, why you up there yelling, screaming all the time? It worked. They can talk about me how many times I done changed. I'm inconsistent. Ain't never been inconsistent on clean living. Clean living is just clean living. Whatever ain't right. One thing about it, me, and the rest of these people you're going to find out here, I guarantee that I'll change if I find out if it's wrong. You know what they worry about? They don't want to be wrong. They know they're wrong. They don't want to know they're wrong. I want to know if I'm wrong. You know why? So I can get it right. See, that show real. I know they said pride. That the case, I could have stayed the way of God, Church of Lord Jesus, and let him use me. I had a gentleman ask me today, they said, Smith, let me ask you something. All them people you baptized, all that stuff you did in praying for them people, if you died, where you went with what you know? I said, to hell. They said, come on, Smith. Are you serious? I said to hell. They started talking about all the work they did and honest people. I said, if you're honest, he going to lead you in the truth. Ain't nobody honest done died. That's going to be really retarded. Nobody honest has died. Not in no falsism. Because if you're honest, you'll obey. If you're honest, you'll conform. What you going to do? You're honest. But if you're honest, you're going to lie, cheat, steal, keep trying to go, find fault with the book, find fault with everything you see. Just keep looking for reason to stop, quit, lie, cheat, steal, whoremonger, fornicate, commit adultery. I ain't never looked for it. Some stuff don't even make sense. They said, why did you use all them words? I used them for a reason. Honestly, I did. I use them for the fact they're not curse words. I use them for the fact I know it troubled them. And you know what? They trouble Yahuwah. And he let me trouble. You know how many people I vexed with that? I vexed them. I vexed their soul. They sat there with that second wife, second husband, and they had to hear me say, they thought that was right. But they knew them words I used were wrong. Them liars and hypocrites. Oh, blasphemy in the name of Jesus. I mean to blaspheme Jesus every time I get a chance. Every time I get a chance, I come to trouble them. And they father house. Huh? But then I come right back and show them restraint. See, that's the difference between me and them. See, these people have no control. See, when my control come in with, first I make sure I don't offend him. The people become secondary. One thing I didn't have to get up here and do is get up here and confess by committing no sin. When a man way please. That's what we got to do. Well, y'all are on deck. You got to get it right. Ain't nobody getting by. Go out there and find these preachers. Go out there and find them. That's a lot of them. Anything you like, they out there. Go find them. When you get through with all of them, you'll come right back and you'll see me. Because if they're honest, they're going to say the same thing. Ain't nobody out there honest going to be fighting me. Ain't nobody honest. I'm out there. I'm fighting them. I ain't got time. It don't make sense. What I'm going to do fighting a man doing work? That's stupid. Isn't that right? I'm fighting against him. The man doing the work. I'm always praying for the men, all of him that doing the work. Somebody that ain't, then I'm going to trouble you. And you will have trouble. And when I wear these people out here for their sin, their transgression, and you guys can get up here and tell me what you've done. Oh, you sin a grave sin. Y'all sin a grave sin. And we're not going to get over this. Because y'all done that before. You gotten over it and you got back to it. Ain't no more back to business. Shop closed down. Unlike the folk, I done shut your shop down. Nobody said no more sin on that corner. Y'all hear me? Now, what I'm offering you and what I'm telling y'all, this is what I believe, this is what I'm living. Now, if it keep me from doing it, I got to look and say, does it work? Or is you obeying? Do you even want to be saved? Just being honest now. Let's get back where we got to, well, not get back. Get back, you'll be back where you went. Let's get where he wants to be. Y'all got it? You'll see it now. Take it how you want. It's a lot of them going, oh, I'm so riding. Go tell them to bless you with this great loving pastor they got. How many of y'all here don't want to be loved? How many of y'all don't want a pastor to love you and treat you right? All y'all want that. Somebody that care for your need. Tell them to bless you with their pastor where they at. They ain't got one. Oh, they going to tell you, I don't need no man. They'll tell you the truth. You ain't going to find none. Listen here. When you leave him, you'll walk barefoot. You'll walk with high heel shoes on. And I guarantee by the time you find one, you won't have nothing but a head. You're going to walk all your toes, foot, and ankle, knees, shin, all the way to your hip, up your stomach, past your heart and lung. When you get and find one, you ain't going to have nothing but a head. They're going to be done. And you leave from now, by the time you find another one, you're going to vanish. Ain't too many of us close together. Go ahead and tell them, I found somebody right. Sure they did. You can look in the past, look in the yellow pages. True preacher. Man, there's like pages of them. Who gonna put in that line, no good preacher? Whoremongering, child molesting preacher. All of them gonna say they true. But your work gonna prove you out. Your work going to prove you out. I ain't been doing that but a little while. Ain't nobody stopped my mouth yet. I ain't just fly up here by night. I ain't just come into town. I ain't just move here from somewhere, from mystery land. I was born and raised here. They ain't stopped my mouth yet. Let's just be honest. What y'all think? I just started? It just folks just don't know about me yet. They ain't stopped my mouth yet. Now, go on out there and find one of these folks. Just hit some of them up. Y'all know y'all talk to them. Talk to them and ask them. So I'm trying to find somewhere to go. Where are they? Yeah, you know, the Lord talking. That's who it. Lord do a lot of talking. A lot of Lord. Isn't that right? You can fry some pork chop and some good Lord. Yeah, I'm telling you, oh Lord. Plenty of laws out here. Isn't that right? Get you some law. Go and get your law. But you want that truth. You got to find somebody standing on something. Y'all hear me? Somebody going to tell you the truth because they care about your estate. You guys are lousy. You guys are rotten to the core. And we're going to try to fix that. I ain't going to lie to you, Emma. Oh, y'all some beautiful. You tell no lie. You rotten. See a bad, just rotten figs. Just rotten. Can't even be eaten, disgusting. And you need to know that about yourself to make changes. You don't need nobody lying to you. That's why we got in the mess when people lying to us too long. Go around lying to them. You ain't no good person. You can go against what this man told you. You rotten. You need to hear that. That's how you get better. Y'all all right? All right. Good. We're going to get ready to let this Teruah sign. We're going to see if we get up and see what thus said Yahuwah. Let's go down and face toward this direction. We seek the Almighty Elohim, eternal, gracious Yahuwah Elohim. Through your Son, Yahushua HaMashiach, we come before you, asking for your grace and for your mercies once again that we're not deserving of, for your patience, for your willingness to save and convert our hearts and minds, which we don't deserve, for the love and for the covenants that you gave to Abraham, Yasakut, and Yaakov, which we've transgressed, the establishment of the Yahudim and Yashrael, and even the way of Yah synagogue, of which we've totally just annihilated, blasphemed, and went against, and just defamed your Kudash name. But here we come before you, bow down, and some are honest, while some are still on the line of sin and rebellion, as we ask that you be merciful and kind to us, and blot not our sins and our transgressions. Those that are watching in, those dispersed and scattered, those of our honest heart and honest contentment, that you lead us about according to your everlasting amat, that you direct us and unfold your knowledge and wisdom of your written dabarim, that we might be saved. Blot not the sins of our fathers and of the children before it's everlasting too late, realizing that you come back to visit our iniquities as well as you come back to receive those who have been redeemed, who have stood according to the test of times which you've established according to your Debar. Ask you to purify our hearts and our minds before it's everlasting too late. Ask you to unfold the yielding in us that we might yield forth the peaceable fruits of Kudash. And now as we prepare to move further in this service, we pray and ask, if you will, you take full control. That you get the honor, you get the praise, and you get the glory. But this is our prayer in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, we pray. Let us all say, Amen. Oh. Sinus. Whew. There you go. Mothers, y'all all right, mother. I know y'all had to see this. Yeah, go ahead. I know y'all don't be out there with Sunday brunch. And I know the babies get disturbed. They can take the babies out. The rest of y'all, I need y'all to do better. Uncle Ted, yes, sir. We got to get better. Y'all come on up closer. You can't see. We got to get this stuff right. I don't know why we sit so far out there. We go somewhere and sit right next to some rotten sinners at the driving license place and everywhere else. Be all in there doing lap. Nigga laugh so hard they can look down in your belly. Come in, you can't sit near each other, can't touch each other. You need a whole pew. I don't know where we get this junk from. I come out Sunday church, boy, you sit there, old woman, throw that done shoulder in your put that done thing in your chest, and you locked in for service. Y'all I've seen that them old folk get you, but them fat, they put you between some fat women. Them fat women get that part, they'll lay that fat arm right in your chest. And you got the Holy Ghost, you couldn't move with it. Holy Ghost couldn't pick that fat arm up. Isn't that right? We got to change how we operate. I tell you, when you see stuff going contrary, it's time to do something different. Isn't that right? Oh, we got to be saved. Rudy, you gonna stay there? You know you can't hardly see. Come on around. All right, someone got position. That's fine. We got to make sure we get this stuff right. Y'all hear me? I'm telling again, don't go nowhere. In here, nobody care about your soul, and you ain't primary in what's going on. Why are you there? Your state ain't primary. Why are you anywhere? Y'all hear me? No building fund, nothing nobody doing. More important than your soul being saved. Oh, son, clock me. Get this Romans chapter 10, verse 1. I had to get through tonight. I got a conference call. They got some more doctors want to talk to me. They're going to question me out. I know how scared I get when people question me. I get real nervous. I don't know why these folks be lying on me around here. They get folks, Tony Smith won't call me. I ain't got time about playing no game trying to get no name talking stupid. On the same thing. You want to try to get right. You want to know what the truth is. I can help you. I know everything. No. I guarantee you I know enough. I can help a man get on the straight street. Y'all hear me? That's the truth about it. I'm honest. These folks know. That's why they call that. Folks got doctorate degree. They got churches. I ain't going to call their name. Y'all won't believe it. These folks know they got a call. Ain't important. I'm trying to help them. Man, I'm telling you, folks don't know folks call me. I had a fella call me. That fella over several churches in Virginia. That fella called me he told me he don't trust nobody that talk to him. And you know why he never tell y'all his business? Because it ain't your business. What people tell me in confidence, whether my member or not, that's why I keep it. I got integrity. If people gone, I ain't told y'all they business because it ain't your business. Well, I'm going to tell you they business for. If I told they business gone, what I'm going to do with yours? Man, someone told me they got gone, that's why I kept it. He said, he called me. He said, I got preachers under me, I got all that. He said, I call you. He said, I know you, and I tell him the flat truth, too. That's why he called. Run right on back out and do what you want to do. That's why I keep it at. Y'all hear me? That's why I tell these folks ain't got to go and tell why I told these people private business. Hadn't helped. I got integrity. Y'all know how many of y'all done told me some private business? How many of y'all private business came back up? Exposed me. If you lying from there, you go to hell. Huh? That's why I keep it. You can leave here. I don't care where you go. You can say what you want. You can talk about my mama. If I see you on the street, I'm going to bust you in your nose. Because you shouldn't have been talking about my mama. Mama said, your business still yours. Be like Martin Luther King. He punched that joke in that chair when he came out. I thought you was somebody else. But I ain't going to tell your business, though. Y'all good? Let's look at what Shaul told us. Romans chapter 10 and 1. Listen.
Our key, my heart's desire and prayer to Elohim for Yasharal is
that they might
be saved.
That's all I want. That's all I want for us, that we be saved. Tell them what they got.
For I bear them record
that they have a what?
Zeal of Elohim.
But not what?
According to knowledge.
I was telling these gentlemen the same thing that today. When I did what I was doing, I was honest. I was honest under Jesus. I was honest under God. I was under Yeshua, but I was ignorant. Now, he's telling you right here, there's no way you're going to be saved if you're doing contrary. Now, let's get stuff straight. If people go ahead and take it how they want to take it, the truth got to be told to everybody. You can be honest all you want. If you ain't right, you going to hell. Honest without the information, still down. With the information, not honest, still down. The information ain't going to do nothing for you if you're not honest. All we got, the book is our history book. All you got is people with information, the right information, doing the wrong thing, because you're not honest. That's the first thing we need to get in here. Y'all got to get honest. Y'all got to get serious. This is what I don't get with y'all. Nothing wrong with those words we use. Only thing wrong with those words, you just got a gateway to become worse than what you are. That's scary. None of them words made me say, you know what? If I can say damn, ass, shit, and hell, then I can start lying. I can start fornicating, masturbating, committing adultery. Don't make sense. Don't make sense. Then some people claim the glory is they don't use the words, but your behavior is ass, shit, hell, and damn. That's our problem. You got to be honest with the information. You got to have the information, and you got to be honest. Y'all got me? You can't be either or. That's the problem in this room. Okay. He said, I bear on record they have a zeal of Elohim, but not according to what was it?
To knowledge.
For they being ignorant.
Of Elohim's Sadiq.
And gone about.
To establish their own Sadiq.
Sadiq, for those watching, they'll call that righteousness. The Abari word is Sadiq. I tell him I put my information up here. And no, I'm not the best at this at all. I'll be the first one to tell you. Uh-oh, y'all finna come up. I'm missing the E. E, hold on. Suteous. All right. Some of them just agreeing because they don't know either. Just goodness. That's a big word. You know what? I want to say I spelled this in the 5th grade at the time. Y'all, when I knew all them words I was spelling, I knew a lot of them. He said, for I bear on record they have a zeal of Elohim, but not according to knowledge, information. Information, for they being ignorant of Elohim's Sadiq and going about to establish their own Sadiq and have not
submitted themselves.
Not means to their definition to no degree. To Elohim's.
Have not submitted themselves unto the Sadiq of Elohim.
See, now listen what he told us.
For the Mashiach is the end of the law for Sadiq to everyone that believeth.
See, from Christian antics, that just clearly told them that once you receive Christ in your life, you're no longer under the law. Which means if these people were true Christians, and that was their honest belief, they should be condemned in prisons. They should not be stopping getting tickets. Which life you gonna live now? If you ain't even a real hypocrite Christian. Because if I honestly believe that statement that Christ is the end of the law, you saying you believe in Christ. Yes, I received Christ in my life. I believe in Christ. I'm a follower of Christ. You shouldn't take no ticket, and you shouldn't let nobody put you in jail. That's what DN mean when a movie go out. That means more of it coming on. That means it's over with. See, because of bad language and bad verbiage, no. He's the conclusion. He's the purpose of what the law came to get you to. The law, as the book teaches in the book of Galatians, was our schoolmaster. That's what got us unto the Mashiach. Not that it's over with. He comes to be, this is the conclusion and the book of the whole matter. But yet when they teach it from a foolish standpoint, and we wind up losing more people. And the people fighting me as though if you could condition where they waste time at, if I can prove Tony Smith wrong. They make me a God. Nowhere in their book it told you to prove me wrong. I'm still a man. Which means I'm subject and prone to errors. But what has to happen is when information comes to correct, I have to transition, not transgress. That's what they feel at. People look at, if you didn't know that, what this fool. If you didn't know that, what else we know, and what else? All excuses. None of that had come up to tell me if I had known something, that means nothing else is right. No, it's come to let me know that as you living, you still learning. They still give you opportunity to church because you got to transition. People miss something. Hold on for a minute. 3rd chapter of the book of Abarim. Let's see, that's what I want. For those watching, you're going to call it Hebrews. Ream 3. We'll see 3 and 1. I'll read down. Listen, Abarim, they call it Hebrews 3 and 1. Listen.
Wherefore, Kudash Aki, partakers of the Shamani calling.
Yeah, one of them didn't know the Kodash Kodash. Not holy. As I told them before, it actually derives from the word, which is going to be goddess of the springs. They're always getting you something. The book has got so many different violations that's been added to it. They got you being following the goddess of the spring, a sun god. They got you following Bibulus. They did so many different things to try to throw us off. But that's a good thing because it ain't for everybody to find it. It ain't for, listen, with Bibulus, with the spring god, with the sun god, with the Latin Jesus, still ain't stopped us from still dissecting and getting true. Let's be honest. How much this done throwed us? Still, they said, what book you use? I said, I take your King James book. This is what shoot people in the foot. With everything they did, how's it altered you from living? How has this altered us? Spring God, Greek Bible. Greek God is Bible. Holy Bible, Bibulus. Everything they give, Jesus, Latin pig, Zeus. Everything they giving you, angels, all this stuff come from Greeks. Still, it has not changed or deferred the fact you got to live separated. He still have come to prove himself out every time. That's bad. That's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Let's see something. See something here. See if that's Matayahu. Before we go over here, Matayahu. I'm glad they turned the air on. It did get warm in here. Matayahu 27:56. What's the last verse? 60 what? 66? Give me 60. 27:60. So that's good. Y'all learn to stay together. Man, we done been in here with the lights going out. What stopped? I don't know how people ain't got no confidence in it. In Christian church you come from, they'd have cut off with the lights on. Need to anyway, they in the dark. That bad to have the lights on and you still in the dark. I don't blame them. I'll cut off with the lights on. I heard one of their great preachers years ago, Jasper Williams, he came to preach at our church years ago. How many of y'all heard of Jasper Williams? Jasper Williams around town way before these folks thought about it, before Jake never thought about it. Jasper Williams preaching at 13, he was coming on overseas. We had known Walker because he was coming on overseas show before any preacher even thought about it. Creflo Dollar, before they even thought about it, before they even know who they were. He came to preach, that mic made, he did that 3 times, he sat down. He said, I can't preach in these conditions. Said the mic wouldn't allow it. It went, doo. How many times I done preach and the mic been making noise? I preach with the mic go out, the lights can go off, I still preach. You ain't got to turn your phone out, I can preach in the dark. And it still be light. Y'all have to turn it, honestly, y'all cut the phones on, I appreciate it. They needed it more than I did. What I know is good, listen, I still had light. That book, that's book. Nothing these people do hampers what this man has established. 27:60, let's see what happens. Listen.
And laid it in his own new tomb.
Listen, they laid in his own new tomb.
Which he had hewn out in the rock.
Yeah.
And he rolled a great stone to the door of the sepulchre.
And they did what now?
And he rolled a great stone to the door of the sepulchre.
Listen.
And departed.
What happened?
And there was Mariam Magdalene and the other Mariam sitting over against the sepulchre. Now the next yom that followed the yom of the preparation, the Rosh Kohan and Pharisees came together unto Pilate.
Yeah.
Saying, Sir, we remember that deceiver said, while he was yet alive, after 3 yamim I will rise again.
See, and why they made that statement? Whom? Because what? He wanted to forfeit? He said he didn't want to forfeit. Who know why they made that statement? Zechariah? What about Zechariah? They that wait upon who? No, I want to tell you a sweater. Go ahead, I want you to be honest. No, the reason, one thing you'll find with that situation when they talk about deceiver, because that's what Ka'ua told y'all. Do you remember what the serpent wanted her to do? Wanted her to eat and told her she won't surely die. Same thing he told you. That's why he was trying to get you to eat, remember? Except you eat my flesh and drink your blood, you'll have no life. He told he that eateth my flesh and drink my blood, he's going to have life. Well, the serpent came and told you the same thing. That if you ate of that tree, you weren't going to surely die. Don't worry about it. Wow, that's bad. That's bad. Don't worry about it. The serpent tried to get y'all to eat of the tree. That's bad. 15-1, you Ukanon. See, that's what happened. See, you know why I can do this? Because I ain't been playing that much where I don't know what I'm doing. But I've been doing all that playing with my pelk in my hand. I met this girl y'all the other day. She had a real pretty face. Some of my sisters met this guy. Man, I like the one with that long hair. I don't like no girl with no scratches in her face. You don't like that girl, you know that real, y'all seen the one that real pretty skin? You know what I'm saying? No blemishes in it. Girl face mogged up. I mean embarrass y'all, get yourselves together. Get your darn self together. It's a disgrace and a shame how we shame this man. You're Ukanon 15-1. Listen what happened.
I am the Amat vine.
See that? I am the true vine.
And my Abba is the husbandman.
That's the farmer, the one responsible for planting. That's why you hear the husband. If a woman gonna get pregnant, it's supposed to be her husband, not her boyfriend. That's the one who planted the seed. That's why we refer to the farmer. They call them farmer. We use husbandman, because the man plants the seed. Listen.
Every branch in me
that doth what?
Beareth not fruit.
Listen what happened.
He taketh away.
He taketh away every branch. He just told you he was the true vine. They just told you every branch in me that beareth not fruit. He doth what?
Taketh away.
Tell them what else happened.
And every branch that beareth fruit.
Tell them what he do, son.
He purgeth it.
For what reason?
That it may bring forth more fruit.
They say tree. They say vine. I say tree. When you seen a vine with branches? Now, what did the garden try to get you? What did the snake try to get you? He tried to get you to eat of the tree. Well, he told you this for a reason. He was telling you that I am that tree. This is how a man going to live forever. So the term that they use for calling him a deceiver, that's the same thing that Kahua told you. She said he deceived me. So he was a deceiver. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Come on back over to what he had. Machayahu 27. What verse we at?
At verse 64.
Verse 64. Y'all, we're going to learn how to love each other, love Yahuwah, and live right. Ain't nothing else you need to know. Love Yahuwah and live right. Everything for us going to happen for us. I ain't worried about rushing, trying to make nothing. Y'all hear me? Loving one another. Don't be worried about no language. I need you to worry about the language where he'll receive it. You're going to have an honest heart. You ain't got that language, nothing else you speak going to please him. Listen.
Command, therefore, that the sepulchre be made sure.
See that? Make sure it be made secure. Listen.
Until the third yom.
What happened?
Lest his Methatus come by night.
And do what?
And steal him away, and say unto the people, he is risen from the dead.
Yeah.
So the last error shall be worse than the first.
Where you think they got that from? Who know? From who? I can't hear you. From who? Who? Did you say heal the leper? You want some more coffee, Dave? Dave, did you want some more coffee, Dave? They said, did he heal a leper? And then he said, did he have a pet leper? I'm trying to shop a team. One of them back there scared. I'm telling you, I ain't gonna tell you that loud. Say, ain't no wrong answer. That's a lie. When we tell that holler, that's stupid. If it ain't right, what is it? It's wrong. No, go ahead and say there ain't no wrong. It is a wrong answer. 16, what's the last verse?
31.
Okay, give me 26. Listen.
And Shamshun said unto the lad that held him by the hand.
Peg, hold on. Matter of fact, back me on up a little bit. Make it 16 and see if I want 20. Let me see what happens. Read 20.
And she said, the Philistines be upon thee, Shamshun. And he awoke out of his sleep and said, I will go out as at other times before and shake myself. And he wist not that Yahuwah was departed from him. Yeah. But the Philistines took him and put out his eyes and brought him down to Gaza and bound him with fetters of brass, and he did grind in the prison Beth.
That's what I'm trying to stop y'all from doing now. All that grinding. Them brothers stopping them sisters from all that grinding. Listen.
Howbeit, the hair of his head began to grow again after he was shaven. Then the Adoni of the
Grow
Philistines.
again, meaning the hair came back to the same length. Shot in the foot long hair. Look what happened.
Then the Adoni of the Philistines gathered them together for to offer a great sacrifice unto Dagon their God, and to rejoice. For they said, Our God hath delivered Shamshun our enemy into our hand.
Listen.
And when the people saw him, they praised their God, for they said, Our God hath delivered into our hands our enemy, and the destroyer of our country, which slew many of us.
Listen.
And it came to pass, when their hearts were merry, that they said, Call for Shamshun, that he may make us sport. And they called for Shamshun out of the prison Beth, and he made them sport, and they set him between the pillars.
Well, you could have really said out of the Beth, because prison would be covered under Beth, house would be covered under Beth, so they would, just being technical. Listen.
And Shamshun said unto the lad that held him by the hand, Suffer me that I may feel upon the pillars whereupon the Beth standeth, that I may lean upon them. Now the Beth was full of Ish and Nashim, full of a noose and Nashim, and the Adoni of the Philistines were there, and there were upon the roof about 3,000 a noose and Nashim that beheld while Shamshun made sport. And Shamshun called unto Yahuwah and said, O Yahuwah Elohim, remember me, I pray thee, and strengthen me, I pray thee, only this once, O Elohim, that I may be at once avenged of the Philistines for my 2 eyes.
Listen.
And Shamshun took hold of the 2 middle pillars upon which the Beth stood, and on which it was borne up, of the one with his right hand, and of the other with his left. And Shamshun said, Let me die with the Philistines. And he bowed himself with all his might, and the Beth fell upon the Adoni, and upon all the people that were therein.
And tell them what happened.
So the dead, which he slew at his death, were more than they which he slew in his life.
That's why they wanted them to make sure they secured it. They told you what was going to happen. It'll wind up being a bigger mess than what it was when he was living. He should be called a Nazarene. Y'all forgot that when he took down the house, there was a stone covering him. That's why they blocked him with a stone. And they knew it needed to be secure because his last estate will be greater than the first. That's what they tell you about Shamshun. These people had enough, even in their deception, to know our law. See, the mere fact that he said he should be called a Nazarene. Why? Then I'm going to look at characteristics of this man. Y'all hear me? He kept displaying characteristics the whole time. Y'all got me? The whole purpose of why they brought him out, they made sport of him in front of the people. The Greeks, all the people, this has always been their behavior. The Philistine, Mizraim, this has always been a thing to shame us, to bring us out, to make mockery of us. This ain't no new practice. But he already, when he told her he should be called a Nazarene, the only thing these folks could come up with is long hair. That's all they got. They didn't have enough sense. I had to teach her that to show you when he sat down and he took a kid, he killed a lion, he tore a lion just like he would have done a kid with nothing in his hand. And that's why he sat down and took bread and he break it and said, take, eat, this is my what? But yet your law taught him by the sheep that he was going to be the lion. He said the law should not depart. He said he crouched down like an old lion. Then he came along when Ukanon said, behold the who? They too stupid to see it. That's why he took it and broke it with nothing in his hand. But they were so stupid, they never caught. They were looking at his hair. Nobody paid attention to it. It works. That's why I get paid. 25th, I want money. Because, see, when your intent ain't right, you always going to look for the wrong stuff. I only had to look for it. Huh? You know what he told him? I was smarter than they weren't even looking for me. That's why I tell them, I don't have all that deep stuff they're doing. It'll break their heart and don't do nothing. I don't do none of this stuff. That's what's sad. I just walk through this book and just show you. Because the book come to prove itself. He was saw to me. I wasn't even looking for him. And I found it. That's your law. All these folks seeking and looking, they can't even find it. They spend more time. He done already told you, making many books is what? And much study is what? Man, I got to start doing me a whole bunch of studying. I don't even believe. The time they wasted, they kill more time because every time they study, all they do is just keep stumbling over themselves, making up new law, making more messes. If I had the time to sit down and do what these people doing, how they getting all this stuff wrong? Just disgusts me. Everything that people come back and you pay attention looking at, people always get missed and get lost and get confused because they keep trying to find one thing to solidify themselves. If they ain't got some ropes hanging from their draw, they already had tassels. Every time they wore them draw for 3 and 4 years and they start ripping and the rim tore up on it, Fruit of the Loom already got blue in it. They been had tassels and they ain't obeyed nothing. Every time that rim ripped from their draw, they already got tassels. And it ain't saved them. Everything they tell you what tassel supposed to do, this way supposed to have me told you, I'm going to write it in your heart. It's amazing how all these people come along, this and no, paying tithe, but they still can bring on tassels. Yeah, he done told you, I'm going to write them in their hearts and in their minds. The tassel was supposed to be there. When you look at them, you're supposed to remember. So he told, if the first covenant had no fault, wouldn't have been no need for no second one. Man, you're killing time. Sell more liquor, smoke more reefer, snort more cane than anybody. Then what the tassels going to do? That was the purpose of him writing them in my heart and in my mind. Might as well going back to burn off and sacrifice. Might as well going back. Ain't nothing working. Going back to burn off and sacrifice. All you doing is telling lies. They come along, no New Testament. Ain't no new. I'm talking to you know they don't believe in the New Testament. I say every one of them nothing but a hypocrite. Because they don't believe in the New Testament. You can't know the son's name. It's impossible. Tell me how you got it without it. Just prove to me how you got it without using it. Because you're a liar. You're a lying and linking your booty hole stink. That's right. No good and doing well, you can't know no son's name without no New Testament. Telling them lies. Isn't that right? Anytime they don't want to obey something, they hate it. Shaul, none of them don't hurt me. Shaul, listen, I said, they ain't injured me at all. I ain't got no fault with not one thing. He ain't hit me one time. And if he did, guess what? I just got to get right. He ain't hit me one. He shouldn't have. They ain't used to me using the book. Once I find error on one of the writers, I'm talking about the men that made the statement, that's a problem. And they ain't my only problem. Y'all, they ain't going to be my only problem. Get me cuff. Beth. And these lying hypocrites. $15. What I'm doing but tell lies. All you find these people are telling lies. Folks don't know this, man. All they did is made a mess. And one lady years ago talking about that Yehuda was not the deceiver, that it was cuff. I was just ignorant, just stupid. Ain't no one, you ain't got no business talking. That's right. With no weaving, no cut. Shut your mouth. That's right. Telling them lies. That's crazy. Where people get it because they lack the simplicity. That's what hurt us. The only reason he made the statement to him because what the statement was made in the garden. He told him clearly that he should not die. And he told him to get behind him because he knew that's what the serpent was doing. He was not caring for the things of Elohim. He was saving the things of himself. That's why he was trying to get them to eat. She said he had told us that we should not eat of it unless we die. He said, you won't surely die. Cup made the same statement to Yahusha. And Yahusha, that's why he told him to get behind it. Because you're not talking about the things of Elohim. You're talking the things for yourself. The man, you know what? All of y'all here, you wouldn't do that. You say, come on, snake. Come on in the room. Devil, come on in the room. The devil is my doctor. He write down all my prescriptions. The devil give me all of my medicine in my room. No good and well the devil y'all doctor. No good and well ain't no calling no Allah. He ain't gonna tell you put your peck in your vagina in your hands. None of that foolishness y'all been there. You get that junk from the devil. So to tell you, get back with authority. You standing. Ain't nobody here going through nothing. Everybody ain't going through that suffering. Book said the same affliction accomplished. The same affliction. If you want to be stupid and make it about yourself, you just stupid. You're not the only one going through. That's just stupid. So I'm the only preacher. That's stupid. That's just stupid. Y'all behaving the same behavior your fathers. Anytime you try to nickel your way out of something, you'll try to do it. I ain't gonna let you. You don't give me that other one, you don't give me Yeshayahu. $28. I like that thing. It's right. Love each other, live Kodash. Got to. No excuse to live no other way. Just ain't no excuse. Ought to be ashamed of your done self. Like Shaul said, I praise you in this, I praise you not. Disgrace unashamed. Man, I told you what exalteth a nation. Told you sin or disgrace to any people. You're a disgrace. That's why people don't do no better. People don't get ashamed. I'm about to pick no sinner up and hold him. Drop that nigga on the concrete. Let him bust his head. Hug no sinner. For to make folk be ashamed to be a sinner. Y'all done got that comfortable? Scared. Come on.
And account that the long suffering of our Adoni is salvation.
That can't be right, because anybody supposed to suffer. He ain't talking about sinners. He talking about believers. Account. You add that up. You know an account, what you got in it. If you're going to be saved, everybody name the name of Yahushua suffering. There ain't nothing new. Why y'all make stuff like it's just you? That's just stupid. Some stuff just stupid. Ain't even kindergarten smart. He told me to account that the long suffering of our Elohim, what is it again?
Is salvation.
Why don't be saved on suffer? That's what it's all about, resisting. He just saving these people, nobody suffer, do nothing. What do you do to earn it? I know you're going to say, nobody earns salvation. You're right, he gave it to her, but you ain't getting it without no work. Now let somebody make a fool out you. You're going to have some works. Why did 3 and 7, Matayahu? Because you can't earn it, ain't nothing you could do. Three and 6. Listen.
Then went out to him Jerusalem and all Yehuda and all the region round about Jordan, and were immersed of him in Jordan, confessing their sins.
What happened?
But when he saw many of the Pharisees and Sadducees come to his immerse, he said unto them,
What did he say?
O generation of vipers,
What do you want to know, son?
who hath warned you to flee from the wrath to come?
See that he letting them know destruction coming on them. He want to know who warned you, who told you about coming. I would have never told you. He let them know, I didn't tell you. Who told you about it? All of them. He told everyone you're nothing but snakes. Who told you to come? What could he possibly want them to do at that point? Say Jesus done died and paid the price for everybody.
Bring forth therefore fruits meet for repentance.
You got to live something here to accept the Savior. Don't you let him make no fool out of y'all. Go ahead and be stupid if you want to. Go ahead and be stupid and think you ain't got to live nothing. You are a retard. It makes sense to be a sinner if you're a retard. You're going to live a life that's going to be acceptable in his sight if he's going to save you. If you're going to live a life that's going to be acceptable in his sight, then you're going to have to suffer. You know how fruit get here? It suffers. It died. That's why he told him about brain. How you going to get fruit that don't die? Go take a wet seed straight out of a watermelon and put it in the ground and see if you get a watermelon. First thing you got to do is dry it out. It's got to die. The same thing, the only way it's going to come up new, it's got to die. The reason why you ain't new, because you ain't dead, nigga. You got to die. That thing got to suffer. That thing got to work its way. Ain't nobody going to break no ground for that seed. That seed got to make its own way. Otherwise, you'll stay in that ground. Don't worry about it. He died and paid the price. All you got to do is just wave your hand in your seat and become your personal savior. Nigga, get you a personal pan pizza. Telling them lies. You're going to live right or you're going to burn in hell. No ends, buts about it. Nothing about your butt in the end of hell if you don't get it right. Listen.
And think not to say within yourselves,
That what happened?
we have Abraham.
You know what's amazing? That's the first thing our people claim now. He already know how we are. First thing we holler, we of Abraham's seed. He said, please don't use that. Please don't use that. He able these stones to raise up seed to Abraham. Please don't use Abraham. You shouldn't let that come out your mouth unless you said Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln. Ben Franklin. Don't call no other Ben but Franklin. So I'm claiming these men little Kodash. These men feared this man. These men believe this man covenant. What you believe? Nothing. Your dumb vagina and your penis. Your stupidity. Your dumbity. These men believed and stood on it. Man, I told you account that the long suffering of Elohim is salvation. How you gonna be saved? You don't suffer. These folks lie, they'll just walk up and get no spirit. You're gonna live for this thing, you're gonna get saved. Come on, son, an account.
For we have Abraham to our Abba.
I bear the cuff, he just didn't do what he wanted to do. I said account, he gonna still tell me we got Abraham. That's good, that's fine. This is Cuff Beth 3:15. Listen.
An account that the long suffering of our Adoni is salvation.
Listen.
Even as our beloved Aki Shaul also,
listen,
according to the wisdom given unto him, hath written unto you.
What happened, Brandon?
As also in all his epistles.
As you said, in a couple of them?
In all his
what
epistles.
What does all mean? What did he do?
Speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood.
Some stuff he said, ooh, it throw me. Not everything, it's a couple of things he throw me. What happened, Brandon? It's a couple of things he throw me.
Which they that are unlearned
and what else?
And unstable.
What they do?
Rest.
A lot of stuff he say, I'm with him. But a couple of things he say, Go ahead, Brandon.
As they do also the other scriptures.
So they're what?
Unto their own destruction.
So y'all think I got a problem with one or two things he's saying? I got a problem with the scriptures. See, all these lies got to be stopped. Any groups tell you they got a problem with one thing he say, they ain't your only problem. That's why I tell me here they have a problem. Book. They're not your only problem. I'm about that law thing, 613. It's just some stuff he shouldn't have said. What about, is Cuff good? Oh, yeah. Cuff key, he got the key. Well, the man with the key just told you the man good. What you going to do with that? The man with the key just told you he was good. Ask him, I'm saying, what about Cuff? Oh, yeah, Cuff real. Cuff keep that thing real, 613. Cuff told you the man right. Then why don't you take it? That'd be different if Shaul told me this himself. Cuff said it. We're in bad shape. Just bad shape. Whole nation in bad shape. Just bad shape. How many times I heard me tell you I got a problem with some of these writers? How many times it means I done told y'all that, minister? How many times I say, a couple of them, I don't think they should have said it. Anybody remember that? Never. It ain't gonna make sense. It ain't gonna make sense. It don't make sense. I'm standing on what they said. That don't make sense. People so stupid. You got to be taught to fight this. They're going to question the legality or the validity of this and don't realize your argument comes from stupidity. The people that taught you to fight and question this were wrong. What else they taught you? But you still use their stuff. Like people say, this is wrong, this questionable. They done taught you more than this. What else is wrong? They good with everything that they say. Because you're going to have a problem with more than just this. I'm just going to be flat to the chase with every one of y'all. I ain't got no problem with none of it. Not one thing he said, I ain't got no problem. I be hurt. I learned something I got to do, get rid of it. Get what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it because I want to be saved. When I say I ain't got no problem with it, I ain't got no problem doing it. Meaning I'm going to do it. It going to hurt me. I'm going to be hurt. I'm going to be convicted. I'm going to be cut. But I'm going to be saved. I ain't be telling no lie. I'm going to be smart. Oh, beat me good. I ain't stupid. I ain't in that S&S. I'll beat you. I ain't taking no beat. Anyone going to handcuff me and start beating me across my back with no whip. If you want to beat me, I'll beat you. I ain't up for no whipping. Y'all hear me? But if that's what it's going to take for me to get in, I'll take it. But y'all be stupid now. See, people have spent so much time trying to get out of stuff. What we got to learn how to do, we got to get in. That's the problem. That you already out. What you trying to learn how to get out when you already out? You got to learn how to get in. That's where our problem lies at. Quit trying to get around stuff. You need to get in it. Come on, give me this 28:14. See, they get so much stuff mixed up with cup. And they got so much stuff wrong. So much stuff they got mixed up on Shaul. See, they don't know nothing. They don't understand his speech. I myself don't have no problem with it because I can defend his statement. They cannot defend them because they get cut and they get hurt. Therefore, they become a fool. All right, let's see what happens. Listen.
Wherefore, hear the debar of Yahuwah, ye scorn for a noose that rule this people which is in Jerusalem.
What happened?
Because ye have said,
we are made of what?
Covenant with death,
and
with hell are we at agreement.
I'm just ready to go ahead and die. I can't be saved. That what you gonna tell yourself? That, you know, it's always smart niggas. Niggas come in all colors, shapes, and sizes. In their mind, they just keep thinking. People thinking the easy thing is just go ahead and submit that you going to hell and go. You're a fool. You're a fool because it don't end like that. You're not just going to jump over and that's going to be the end of it. There's a continuation. There's an everlasting after you die. See, he already know. People be good. Think about it. If all you had to do was die and all this be over with, then every person would do that. What the purpose of getting up every day trying to pay bills and trying to make it, waiting on or trying to get new jobs, get stuff repossessed, or trying to come up with your mortgage or your rent? You go ahead and die, and you can be at peace and rest, no more bills, no more trouble, going through wife or husband problem. Keep on, this girl don't treat you right. Huh? This guy, he all thumbs. See, all this stuff, you can just go ahead and die. It'd be over with. When you die, your life is just beginning. Because once he get back here, then we're going to deal with the forever. See, this is what they're not telling the people. You're not in the forever. See, the people that's going to come out of this thing are the people that's going to stand. The people that's going to resist. The people that's going to have a will mind to do exactly what they told to do. The people that do otherwise, as the book said, they can't be here. They ain't going to be here. Like he said, some men's sin are open going before a judgment. See, y'all saying been manifest before we go to judgment. That's a good thing. So we got a chance to work on and fix it. Since some more people there's here, they can't be here. It's coming up. Ain't nothing nobody did ain't coming up in the judgment. No, come on. I'm undercover homosexual. Look at some video. I got a gay lover, and nobody gonna know about it, even in the judgment. You believe that? You know what? See, if I did that and I actually just say I have a gay lover, and I'm saying here lying about it, I don't even believe it's Elohim. Because that would be stupid. If I believe it's Elohim, then I believe it's going to be judgment. And I believe it's going to come back up. Y'all got me? I like little kids. But nobody going to know about it, even in the judgment. Y'all believe that? See, the people they're stupid, they don't believe. They think, yeah, he probably will, because you're a retard. See, ain't nobody doing that, ain't coming back up. That's why you're going to have to get it right here. Whatever you're doing wrong, you're going to have to get it right. It's coming up in judgment. It's going to come back up. And when it come back up, it's going to be fire. You just going to start living when that man come back here. You think a little time you been living been something. You talking about, how long, I got people in here 50. How many in here 50? At least 50 or over. Did it seem like you went 50 overnight? It seemed like you done lived a good while. Can you imagine living forever in some fire? Just thinking I'm 48. Just think if I had to live in some fire for 48 years. Man, that'd be a long time. That man said, son, you ain't even got started. It's going to be forever. Huh? How many of y'all live 20 years? At least 20. How many of y'all feel that's a good bit of time, 20 years? I told you I'm going to give you some money in 20 years. You can look for that like tomorrow. You look for that, it's going to be a good while off. Can you imagine burning forever? Can you just imagine burning for them 20 years that you live? That'd be a long time. We're talking about forever. See, we got to start dealing with these numbers, and we got to start dealing with reality because you're living in a fantasy. This quick die burn gonna be able, you're an idiot. You're gonna burn forever. People you know gonna burn forever. People you love gonna burn forever because they got the same mind you got. That's why you love them. Oh, this is real. It's real enough that you're gonna have to lay this to heart and you gotta make decisions. Your decisions gotta be calculated and they gotta be with solidarity and you gotta be consistent. People, why me, they know. Smell consistent. I gotta stay consistent. I done did that inconsistent. You gotta keep starting over. I'm too old to keep starting back over. I'm too old. Ain't no time for that foolishness. This man is shaking the foundation so everybody come back now. You got to rebuild. Huh? He told ain't gonna be one stone upon it. Ain't gonna be. He tore it down. He should be called a Nazarene. That's why he tore it down. So now when you build it right. Build it right. Huh? And don't put nothing beside him. Y'all get me? Don't put nothing beside. He got to be in forefront. If all your love, all your gratitude, all your care, all your hope not in him first, you serving in vain. You serving in vain. It could be your kids, it could be your wife, it could be your husband, it could be your job, it could be your thing. You serving in vain. It's coming down. Listen, that man will take the very thing you love and rip it right in your face. Just to show you. And then we just started. This will only be the start of the major fall of the rest of your life. That I tear down everything you got, that I plague, that I destroy, that I sicken, that I stricken, and then I get you last. Just take everything from you in your sight, then I take you last. I want you to suffer your life all the way out. You know, there people he do that to. There people he wipe their whole life. He know, I don't want to get you first. I want to get everything you got. Man, listen. EU's tried to tell us about this was the end with a man with Elohim, with the wicked. He said if his kid be multiplied, it's only for the sword. Only for the sword. Just a setback so I can kill all of them in your face. He said everything I set a man up for, it'll just be so I take more away from him. So you go out there and take something from a homely man. What a homely man going to lose? What you going to take from a homely man? Piece of plastic? A can? A buggy? He looking, I ain't got nothing anyway. I let a man get rich. I let a man get strong. I let a man get healthy. I let a man get a wife or a husband. And I let a man, when I say a man, just talking about either or the sex. And then I let a folks get housed and get good. Then I just start wiping everything he got from him. Little by little, I just start ripping him apart. He just realized his life is unraveling. It's out of his control. He can't figure what happened. And before you know it, then I come and I get him. Then I see him again in their judgment and let him know, I was just warming up. Now the game begins. Y'all hear me? This ain't the man y'all want to play with. This is not the man. Every one of you, you're going to pay for what you've done. Books ain't no respect to person. You don't pay for shame. Rightfully so, you should. Y'all going to pay for it. You're going to pay for every right of word, every deed. Y'all going to pay for again what I tell you to do. You got to pay for it. But let's just be honest. If he ain't pay you back, then he be a liar. Can't trust him to save us. They don't like that. That's what I love about it. He went there, wants you to know it just by him. You know what? I want to just tell you about how he saves, how he wants you to know I also make people sick. I want to talk about how he raised the dead. Tell them how I killed. Huh? Tell them how he fixed sores. I need you to tell them I wound. See, that's what you, see, all the other, go ahead, these folks. Prophet come to town. Prophet so-and-so, I just come down. Prophet so, what I'm coming to do? What else I'm going to do? Bless. What I'm going to do? Press the, what else? That's I'm working. That's what people want. Your hood don't work that way. I come through. All y'all going to hell. I'm killing every one of y'all. Folks saying, what the word? That got your attention. None of them people got out there, they get your money, make a fool out you. None of these people have ever come to try to represent this man. When this man come to town, it was always against, you've been committing sin. Why somebody come tell you about a blessing? Giving you something. You get here, I'm finna strip you. I'm finna take you down, boy. I'm finna hurt you and your family, boy. That get your attention. Them guys don't get nobody. We've been lied to. You've been doing wrong. What should happen? That's bad. That's bad. And he had to do that because he got to get because somebody watching. Somebody watching will assume they could do the same thing. He said, because you have said you made a covenant with death, and with hell you had agreement. He said, when an overflowing scourge shall come through, you said, it won't come on us, because we done made lies our refuge. And under falsehood have we hid ourselves. But thus said, what did it say, Yahuwah?
Yahuwah Elohim.
What did he say, son?
Behold,
What happened?
I lay in Sion
Or what?
for a foundation,
Tell them what they lay.
a stone,
What kind of stone?
a tried stone,
Or what that, son?
a precious cornerstone,
Tell them what happened, son.
a sure foundation.
Tell them what happened.
He that believeth
Shall do what?
not make haste.
He ascertained we're not going to make it be ashamed. See, that's why I'm standing. I know he ain't going to put me to shame. Y'all know what I could be doing out here, all these preachers out here making a mess? I know people. Y'all don't know. I know people. I could be doing what these people do. People call me. People inquire of me. I could be doing what these people do and making money. These folks don't know nothing. I know one client took one tie, his tie, cut it up, made $190,000 one night from cutting up his tie and just giving it to people for $2,000 a piece. I know people. I can do things. But then I know Yahuwah, and I'll be in hell later. I can use all them people for an excuse and follow behind them people and do the same fool they do, knocking down women, doing all kind of junk, and men, drinking, smoking, everything you name. And these folk prosper. But I said, just like that was saying, they're not prospering just. It's not Sadat. See, the difference with me and a whole lot of these people, my little storefront church, me and my little two people in here, one I'm working the camera and them two read, that's already three. But me and my two people, see, they can't do proper math. See what I'm saying? I'm just jealous of all these people. That's why I take my time to run them down. I got integrity. Integrity, I can beat anybody. I don't care. I can stand among whoever you got. They ain't got no integrity. Ain't no woman, no man gonna run up and be my part-time lover. Huh? They don't be putting on no lies and flim-flams and scales on me. Not gonna happen. I got integrity. That's what I try to teach y'all. When you got integrity, you stand. Yahuwah do the rest. When Dawood said he telling the truth, I once was young. I ain't Malcolm. But I ain't never seen a Sadat forsaken. And I ain't seen his seed beg for no bread. Huh? My kids eat pretty good. They don't get that big from nowhere. They ain't got to beg no bread. You do what you're supposed to do. Just like he'll curse your seed, he'll turn around and he'll baruch them as well. Why y'all think we getting the baruch of Abraham? See, that's what you got to look at. People, he told you about your sin. I'm going to visit the iniquity of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generation. But I also let you know, I also come to restore. That baruch that he gave, it came down to us. Just like the curse came. That's to let you know and confirm that he is a man of his word. He won't want me to believe him at folks say he's just a savior, he's a healer, he's extraordinary. He can heal, he can recover, he can make. He need me to know I also destroy. I kill. I will destroy a whole arrest. Because he need me to fear him. See, too many people love him for what he'll do, and they don't fear him for what he'll do as well. See, it's got to be in conjunction. And the problem is in here, y'all don't love him. Because you don't fear him, and that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Come on, finish this Yeshayahu up. Listen.
Judgment also will I lay to the line,
And?
Sadiq to the plummet.
Listen.
And the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies.
See that? You've been stacking them up. Refuge. That's what a lot of us hide on our lives. Most people hide on the lies. The people you deal with, the people you love, they liars. That's amazing. You sit in here and you hit a Darwin and you lie. Them people out there don't lie. Makes sense. It just makes sense to me. Them people out there don't lie. They all truth seekers. They're all liars. These people would love to have part of the mind you got to be able to sit and they can actually absorb truth or not. But they love us a pleasure more than Elohim. And you done got yourself so enjoying and entangled with loving them, and you don't realize these people sweeping you right along with them. A lot of y'all done got yourself captivated to go right to hell with the rest of these sinners. That's dangerous. That's just dangerous. Come on, son, finish this up. Hang in there, CJ. I know it's rough when you get closer. Come on. They ain't too sleepy back. I'm looking at somebody. I'm looking at Alvin. You heard me, Alvin, when I said you were going to sleep, stay awake. Come on.
And the
Ain't
mem,
that right, Rudy? He don't even know. You woke up now, ain't it? You were going out too for a minute. I was watching. You're doing better, though, now. You ain't got to. Do what you got to do. This is what I'm trying. I want y'all to look. When y'all get up here and tell me y'all been messing up, y'all can't sleep. Let me tell you something. One day them eyes y'all got gonna close. You gonna lift them up in the lake of fire. Forever. Y'all better lay it to heart. Judgment coming. It's gonna come for you. Listen, he said hell from beneath gonna come to meet you. That's bad when the thing come to meet you. Here you come going to the grave bumping into, I was just coming to get you. Huh? They had one with Clint, death coming to dinner. Ain't that right? Death is coming to dinner for you. Y'all folk better wake y'all behind up. I ain't talking about physical. I'm talking about when it comes down to the mental intellect of making sure you obeying, you stand in the confines of what this man done told you to do. He coming to get you, folks. Okay. Ask Shaul why won't he come meet you? She had to hurry up and circumcise her son quick and throw it down at his feet. He was coming to kill Shaul. Just as sure as I told him something, I was coming to kill you, son. Do y'all know that man coming to kill you? Y'all keep on doing what y'all doing. Don't worry about it. Y'all gonna play yourself right into hell. And I hope that if you keep going the way you're going, if it's contrary to what I told you, I hope hell come to get you. Because it don't make no sense for you to be no stupid, done fool when you sit here hearing what you need to a fool because you know better you're going to be done stupid and keep doing the same done stupid thing. Get your done self together. Every one of y'all. Just stupid. Come on, finish this up.
and the mem shall overflow the hiding place.
Yeah.
And your covenant with death shall be disannulled.
Look at that. You want to die, I ain't going to let you die. What agreement you made with them, it's not going to stand. I'm going to overturn it. Come on, son.
And your agreement with hell
Shall do what?
not stand.
It ain't going to stand. Listen.
When the overflowing scourge shall pass through,
What's going to happen?
then ye shall be trodden down by it.
Look at that. When I send them troops, they ain't going to take you down. Come on.
From the time that it goeth forth,
Yeah.
it shall take you.
What happened?
For morning by morning shall it pass over,
Yeah.
by yom and by night, and it shall be a vexation only to understand the report.
Listen.
For the bed is shorter than that a ish can stretch himself on it.
And what else happened?
The covering narrower than that he can wrap himself in it.
That's what y'all been doing to him. Y'all got too comfortable, got to shrink it up. Come move your seat. You know, sometimes I be sitting in class, be talking. You don't believe what I tell you to do. Move your seat. But you to sit there and get your stuff and get up, you be like, what? Man, I like this seat. I be saying, huh? I know you do. Move your seat. Come sit up here. You be like, goodness. Man, I don't like this seat. I'm right here in their face. And you see how all that stuff come right back to play again, ain't it? Let you know, you comfortable where you at. That's why you keep doing what you're doing. Move your seat. That being bad, whole class looking for you, looking, you got to get your stuff. You try to move slow, get up. No. Come on, get up here, move your seat. Ain't that right? Got to change how you operate if you're going to do better. The people you're around are influencing you or you are influencing them. So either way, I need you to move your seat. The man done told you, I got to make it where y'all got to stop being. Y'all, what has come along to tell you that you was all right sinning? What commandment did you get that told you it was okay to sin? Sin is a transgression of the law. Folks, we got to change how we operate. We talked about before, we lost an estate. Y'all hear me? We lost a privilege. We lost a right, folks, and we're trying to recover that. And it is all entailed because of sin, not because of the language, but because of sin. Y'all got me? Look at this again, by the sheet. I talked about it one day. Y'all need it. And who will I get a chance to clean up something for Cuff? I mean for Shaul, because they're going to quit lying on my brother. Now, that's my brother. That's our key. I stand with every one of them. Every one of them come through and they proclaim that does help save my life. It'll save your life too if you obeyed it. Every one of you. If you don't want to know what happened to you to die any other way, you don't go on to hell. You going now, you don't get it right. I've been telling y'all, how many times I told y'all, work from your worst place, your worst perspective, hell. From there, you shouldn't do nothing but go up. I don't know how you go deeper than hell. That's bad when hell burning fire got to tell you, hey, get out from down there. Lord, how you get lower down the center? By the sheet 2 and 16. By the sheet 3. I know the Muslim can rest out there. You ain't out of there coffee drinking and slobbing and lying and pissing on yourself. Oh, coming in here, y'all out there tater chip eating and everything else you can get your hands on. Listen.
And Yahuwah Elohim commanded the Ish, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of Taub and Rasha thou shalt not eat of it, for in the yom that thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die.
Listen.
And Yahuwah Elohim said, it is not Taub that the Ish should be alone. I will make him an help meet for him. And out of the ground Yahuwah Elohim formed every beast of the field, and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them.
And
whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof.
What happened?
And Adam gave names to all cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found an help meet for him. And Yahuwah Elohim caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs, and closed up the flesh instead thereof.
What happened?
And the rib which Yahuwah Elohim had taken from Ish made he a Nashim.
Hold you got. How it would be in the ancient? A shaha for the woman. So if you wrote it in the ancient, it would be Aleph, the Shun, and the Ha. That's it. The Aleph, the Shun, which would be the S. This is the Aleph, the Shun, and the Hay. That's how you would find it inside of the writings. Y'all got it? So these are the alphabets you will find to make up the name for the woman. Y'all got it? So try to write it that way you can see it. And my shun look a little funny, but it almost looks like a W. So Aleph, Shun, and the Hay. Y'all got it? For the woman, singular woman. Listen. Come on down. Matter of fact, don't give me the 3rd chapter. 3 and 1. By the sheet, 3 and 1. Listen.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which Yahuwah Elohim had made. Mm-hmm. And he said unto the Ashah, yea, hath Elohim said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden.
Yeah.
And the Ashah said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Elohim hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
Listen.
And the serpent said unto the Ashah, ye shall not surely die.
See how Cuff, when he told Cuff, get thee behind me, Satan? Because that's what he just told Kua. Told Kua the same statement that he told Yahushua. When Yahushua told him that the Son of Man was going to be delivered in the hands of sinful men, and that he was going to be crucified, and the third day he said, you shall not surely die. That's why he told him to get thee behind me, Satan. That's the same thing said in the garden. You weren't going to surely die. They're not smart enough to catch stuff like this. They're too busy trying to bang crips. Isn't that right? Or banging their hand. Or banging everything they got in them congregations. Listen, need to bang a job tied nigga. All them niggas always broke. You'll never find a Hebrew Israelite with no money. They always broke. They stink. I ain't seen none of them yet with no money. Lying, won't work no job, tell him more lie than a little bit of flim-flamming the people. You can't find them. They ain't gonna never be consistent. Y'all came from one. Where you work at? I don't be criminals. Jailbirds. Run out there, go make one done knit, one of them little cloth cross, put it around at night. Read 2 scriptures, Hebrew Israelite. It ain't they don't muster them. They said musty. All that stuff stink, killing time, telling lies. Folks in bad shit. I had one call me tonight, a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? I watch him. He said, I'm Muslim, but I be watching. Now, why would I be something else watching me? I totally did. That's how bad their religion is. They tell a lie when they say what they don't believe because they actually taught to believe everything a Christian believes. Don't make sense. They go and fight the very stuff their own teacher told them they got to believe it to be saved. That's what bad. Then you believe it and it's wrong. They don't even believe it right. That's what bad. They don't even believe the wrong right. They're bad shape. Man done told them Jesus is Lord. Jesus is Zeus. And they don't believe that. They say he was just a prophet. How you don't believe wrong right? That's just bad. How you wronger than wrong? Just be a Muslim. Listen.
For Elohim doth know that in the yom ye thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as Elohim, knowing Ta'ub and Rasha.
See that? That's what y'all need to know. That the whole purpose he sat down with us and he gave it to us as well. We supposed to say that he did the same thing. When he sat down, if you paid attention, in the 24th chapter of the book of Order, y'all. See, when you take on this information and you properly digest it and you believe it according to the way it's supposed to be, you'll get out from the foolishness you're doing. 24:25 first. And I'm about people's soul getting saved. Because that's what I want for myself. I don't want to go to hell. That's the truth. I don't want to go to hell. Ain't no way in the world. I ain't going to risk it going out here and just believe no anything, believe nothing. That's just stupid. You believe something. You believe something that told you to believe nothing. That show you stupid. Anybody got no mind on you telling a lie. You got a mind they done gave you. They don't want nothing to disrupt your mind, make a fool out of you. Listen.
Then he said unto them, O fools and slow of heart, to believe all that the Nabal have spoken.
He said, you got to be stupid. You don't believe everything they done told you? Ought
not the Mashiach
they have suffered
these things
the unaware.
Into his
now,
glory.
He had to suffer that to get into his glory. What am I going to have to do to get the glory he done left for me? I'm tired of suffering, y'all. I can't tell. Well, go to hell then. Told me you're a fool. You don't believe all that in the bottom told you? Art is expected. When he expected to suffer these things in order to enter into his glory, then why you think you ain't got to suffer? And the stuff y'all suffering don't even be nothing but your own stupidity. Y'all suffer stupid stuff. You ain't even suffering for no name. You suffer for stupid stuff. Listen.
And beginning at Mushah and all the Nabah, he expounded unto them in all the scriptures
the thing
concerning himself.
What happened?
And they drew nigh unto the village whither they went, and he made as though he would have gone further.
Listen.
But they constrained him, saying, Abide with us, for it is toward evening, and the yom is far spent. And he went in to tarry with them.
Come on.
And it came to pass, as he sat at meat with them.
As he did what?
Sat at meat with them.
Tell them what happened.
He took bread.
And what?
Baruch it.
Yeah.
and brake and gave to them.
And what happened?
Their eyes were opened, and they knew him, and he vanished out of their sight.
At the third chapter book about a sheep. 3 and 3. 3 and 2 will be fine. Listen.
And the Ashah said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Elohim hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
Listen.
And the serpent said unto the Ashah, Ye shall not surely die.
Ashaha. Because you got the ha at the end of it too. It just went with just a shah. You would just stop it at the end of the A. But you got the ha, you got the hey at the end of it. Listen.
Ye shall not surely die.
Yeah.
For Elohim doth know that in the yom ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be
You
open,
hear what he said? In the day you eat it, your eyes should be open. What's going to happen?
and ye shall be as Elohim,
Doing what?
knowing Taub and Rasha.
That's amazing because he sat down with them and he break bread and gave it to them and their eyes were open. And the book said, and they knew him. So they knew what was right. Isn't that right? He sat down and showed it to them. Listen what happened.
And when the Ashah saw that the tree was Taub for food,
And what?
and that it was pleasant to the eyes,
And wanted to do what?
and a tree to be desired, to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat,
Listen.
and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
Listen.
And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of Yahuwah Elohim walking in the garden in the cool of the yom.
Yeah.
And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of Yahuwah Elohim amongst the trees of the garden.
Yeah.
And Yahuwah Elohim called unto Adam, and said unto him, Where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. And he said, Who told thee that thou was naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat?
Listen.
And the Ish said, The Ashah, whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat.
What happened?
And Yahuwah Elohim said unto the Ashah,
What happened?
What is this that thou hast done?
Listen.
And the Ashah said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat.
See that? That's how I got that. Even Shaul came out of being crafty. I caught you with guile. They didn't even know who he was. Their eyes were closed. Back to that 24th chapter. Order y'all. 24. Start down and give me about verse 8. Listen.
And they remembered his Dabarim, and returned from the sepulchre, and told all these things unto the 11, and to all the rest. It was Marim, Magdalene, and Joanna, and Marim, the mother of Jacob, and other Nashim that were with them, which told these things unto the apostles. And their Dabarim seemed to them as idle tales,
Yeah.
and they believed them not.
Come on.
Then arose Cuff, and ran unto the sepulchre, and stooping down, he beheld the linen clothes laid by themselves, and departed, wondering in himself at that which was come to pass. And behold, two of them went that same yom to a village called Emmaus, which was from Jerusalem about 60 furlongs, and they talked together of all these things which had happened. And it came to pass that while they communed together in reason, Yahusha himself drew near.
Y'all hear that? As they came together and they were communicating, Yahushua himself came near. And listen what happened.
And went with them.
What happened?
But their eyes were holden, that
So
they
their eyes were closed. That's the same thing we find in God. So what happened with their eyes closed?
that they should not know him.
Their eyes didn't come up in the garden until they ate what he gave them. And their eyes didn't come up until he sat in the house, he broke bread and gave it to them. See, the same premise of how you felt, the same premise that you the Savior. They don't get it. See, people spend too much time trying to be smart, and the whole time they're trying to be smart, you're really dumb. It's really dumb. Because it's not as hard as people try to make it. It's just you try to find stuff to get out of stuff or to justify stuff you're doing, and that's why you kill more time than you do where you should be spending your time trying to make sure you get it right. Y'all got me? Because the principle is here. This is how you fail. Your table was a snare and a trap, and it was a recompense and a gin. Wow. Here it is again, through your blindness, you didn't know. Now he came to illuminate to give you sight. Huh? That's what he told you he came to do when he sat down in it, when he came in the 4th chapter book of Order, y'all. 4 and 16. I get y'all to get on topic, man. Y'all be going to sleep. Now, y'all, you know what? Again, it's a whole lot of stuff I can show you, but it ain't going to save you. See, that's what people mess up at. People spend more time trying to show. But if it ain't keeping you from committing sin, how's it helping you? There's a lot of things. Everything in the book is right. If it's not properly dispersed, all you're going to do is give people more information to help them sin. Because you need to be condemned for your wrongdoing so you can change. 4 and 16. These people come along and get y'all get up here. They're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have got him confessed. You should have. Y'all have paid attention. Even Matayahu, before Yusha even died, they came along. He told them they came. When he was immersing, he said they were confessing their sins. Everybody, you had to confess your sin. Ain't nothing new. That's like you had to come. He even said that. He said they were being immersed. They had to confess their sins. What are you getting baptized for or immersed if you ain't committing sin? Wow, that's amazing. Only one looked at it don't make, and I know what I said it right, because when Yahushua seen Yahushua, what he said? I got need to be baptized of you. He realized, it don't make sense to baptize. You ain't committing no sin. He said, but we got to fulfill what's the deed. We got to fulfill what's the deed. Everybody got to die. Everybody got to die to live. Y'all hear me? It just don't make sense to die no sinner. See, even your transgression, you didn't realize the whole time you were being set up in a way. I knew what you were going to do. I already knew. He knew what you were going to do. He already knew what you were going to do. Man, I show him stuff. It'll kill him every time. He already knew what you were going to do. You proved yourself too many times. That's why I told you, it don't make no difference what y'all do. Whether you obey, you're going to fulfill it. Whether you disobey, you're going to fulfill it. If you be saved, you're going to fulfill it. If you go to hell, you're going to fulfill it. I already know your kind. Nobody getting by. Why people think they smart? You know what? I ain't even going to waste my time. I got you covered too. It don't make no difference. He got everybody covered. Whatever move you make, I already went there. I remember one time they were doing a Rocky move. They was going to make it with, they said we were going to make it one time with Muhammad Ali, and said him and Sylvester Stallone was in there, and he told him to move. He said, well, he told him to move. He said every time he moved, Muhammad Ali's hand was already there. He said, they didn't shoot that Rocky. When a man tell you to move and everywhere you move, his hand already there, that means he done already calculated you. We're not going to make this move. That's why he stayed with fighting the Russian and all the rest of the people. You don't want to fight nobody. I already know before you move. I already knew you were going now. See, they come down to your hood. It don't make no difference. You know what? I'm good if I go to hell. I already knew you were going. I got a mind to get saved. I already know you did. So whichever move you make, it don't make no difference anyway. Because you think you smart about, I'm just going to stop or quit or go and do something else. It don't matter, whatever, throw it all in the air and see where it go. I got you covered. I knew you'd do it. And I already had you covered. Everybody in here covered. He already know people going, why you think these folk like Snoop Dogg down there? Years ago, he made the song, Murder Was the Case They Gave Me. He said clearly on that song, when he was dying, God couldn't help him. He made a deal with the devil. Yahuwah already told you in Yeshayahu before he did it. Because you say you made a covenant with them and with hell you had agreement. When the overflowing scourge should come through, it should not pass unto you. And you make lies your refuge. They're going to come get you. Smart, just been smart enough to make him find a video that done put the nails in his coffin. Mr. Diamond decided to make him a video with President Trump that he blowing their brains out. Secret Service said, we'll be looking into that one. See, he a nigga. He ain't no cracker like Madonna. Madonna could tell you she was going to blow the White House up and nobody going to investigate her. She's a cracker. That's cracker world. You a nigga. Then he got a nigga ain't even a full dog or Bow Wow. Yeah, what he said? Yeah, I'm with Snoop. We're going to put Ivanka on the Twitter. We're going to pimp his wife. Yeah, you're going to be real good when they find you stinking. They going to find that joker stinking with 2 cucumbers shoved up in their behind. I don't know what these niggas thinking. Y'all niggas need to quit smoking that weed, boy. See, you know what bad though? Cracker let them make them videos. Cracker write them papers knowing they commit suicide. Oh, that's suicide. Kanye West years ago made one comment, said, George Bush don't like black people. He got missing for months. Do y'all know he said he was scared for his life? When he got that joker look right at him and let him know, you know the interview over, right? That joker ran from now for the rest. He been running for his life after he made it. That's only saying George Bush don't like black people. You just made a video that you gonna blow the man's brains out. And a puppy, name a full dog, tell y'all gonna pimp the man's wife. That's your stupidity. I don't even feel sorry for you. Just stupid. Waste your time on something constructive. Just got through with a nigga in the White House, ain't do nothing for they black behind. Stupid self. Went behind a nigga, ain't cared nothing about him. Made a fool out of him. Let him get gunned down all on the street. Never showed up for none of them. Let's go see about Black Lives Matter. Never come in at one time they got shot. Nobody black. Never came to funeral. Never said, Muhammad Ali died, the nigga somewhere overseas. No, he should have been at that funeral. See that he got a Muslim name and won't even go Muhammad Ali funeral. Stupid self. You don't care nothing about him. Anything crooked, he'll show up to it. Because it's trashed out mama. Mama wasn't nothing but a hoe. Like the joke in the Philippines, no good well that mama was a hoe. Don't know who his dad is. Po trash. Granddaddy po trash. Grandmama po trash. Former slave owners. Hey, folks, get on my nerves. Whew. I got y'all holding. 4 and 16, order y'all. I'll put 24. 4 and 7. Oh, yeah, I'm getting old. 4 and 16. Listen.
And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up. And as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Shabbat Yom.
What happened?
And stood up for to read.
What happened?
And there was delivered unto him the book of the Nabbah Yashayahu.
What happened?
And when he had opened the book, he found the place where it was written, The Ruach of Yahuwah is upon me.
For what reason?
Because he hath anointed me to preach the Nabar to the poor.
And do what?
He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted.
And listen what he sent him to do.
To preach deliverance to the captives.
And what happened?
And recovering of sight to the blind.
That's why when he sat down and broke bread to them, their eyes were open. They couldn't see, their eyes were holding. You know what this shows you? These people sat him, were taught by him, instructed by him, yet they were still blind. Had the language, still blind. See, all this stuff these people try to go in and force on you, they make a fool out of you. The whole time they had, he can let you know they were speaking the language. From in the garden and the time being with him, they spoke the language. Still blind. The same thing you got going on today. People sit around and think they see the whole time. Just like Cup told you, they sit here and they wrestle with one thing. They whole fight it with the Scripture. The whole time they make a fool out of you. Let's look at something right quick. Acts of the Apostles. I ain't getting out, Rudy. I'm glad like you got guppies. 9 and 6. I know what you said, Ken. You said I'm glad you got look like guppies swimming in there when their eyes move. That one you can. Yeah, exactly. No. They all right. Hang in there. I know he's sleeping. They're just glad to see you can see. After he tore up something. That what gets me. I don't know, if he could have seen before he tore that truck, boy, I tell you, that'd been beautiful, boy. What happened? If you could have seen, you know I got pictures in on my desk, John. You know they sent me pictures showing me the whole accident. I'm over there big on the phone. I'm saying, what are these pictures? All I seen was a truck just shot the hell in the front of him. Rudy Ray Moore wrote all over. If he could have seen back then. But that's another day. Come on, let's see what happened. This is 9 and 6, Acts of the Apostles. Listen.
And he trembling and astonished said,
Back me up at verse 4. What happened?
And he fell to the Arats and heard a voice saying,
Okay, I got to go up further, 9 and 1 then. Listen.
And Shaul, yet breathing out threatenings and slaughter against the Methodis of the Adoni, went unto the Rosh Kohan and desired of him letters to Damascus to the Bethal, that if he found any of this way, whether they were Anus or Nashim, he might bring them bound unto Jerusalem.
Yeah.
And as he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly there shined round about him a aurora from Shamayim.
What happened?
And he fell to the Arats and heard a voice saying unto him, Shaul, Shaul, why persecutest thou me?
Tell him why, son.
And he said, Who art thou, Adoni? And the Adoni said, I am Yahusha, whom thou persecutest.
Now you know what don't make sense and what makes sense what he just said. Who art thou, Yahusha? I'm Yahusha. Oh, okay. He didn't know who he was. Wouldn't have made no sense to holler out his name because I don't know who you are. I don't know you until you identify yourself. The reason I don't know you because I'm blind. Come on, finish this up.
It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks.
Come on.
And he, trembling and astonished, said, Adoni, what wilt thou have me to do?
Listen.
And the Adoni said unto him,
Do what?
Arise and go into the city, and it shall be told thee what thou must do.
See that? It's going to be told you later what you got to do. First thing you got to do, I got to see if you can follow these simple instructions. Just keep going the way you're going. Know what y'all nigga did. That thing's a shortcut through these bushes over here and go. This right here, I'll tell you, I ain't tell you nothing. Because you're hard-headed. You keep trying to. This, I don't show y'all simple instruction and show you the difference between people being honest and between people's stupidity, how people deceive you and make a complete fool out of you. Listen.
And the Anus, which journeyed with him, stood speechless, hearing a voice, but seeing no Ish. And Shaul arose from the Arats, and when his eyes were opened, he saw no Ish, but they led him by the hand and brought him into Damascus.
Listen.
And he was 3 yamim without sight.
See that? 3 yamim without sight. What happened?
And neither did eat nor drink.
What happened?
And there was a certain Methodist at Damascus named Ananias, and to him said the Adoni in a Chazun, Ananias, and he said, Behold, I am here, Adoni.
Yeah.
And the Adoni said unto him, Arise and go into the street which is called Straight, and inquire in the Beth of Yehuda for one called Shaul of Tarsus, for behold, he prayeth.
Listen.
And have seen in a Chazun a Ish named Ananias coming in and putting his hand on him that he might receive his sight.
Yeah.
Then Ananias answered, Adoni, I have heard by many of this Ish how much evil he have done to thy Amat believers at Jerusalem.
Yeah.
And here he hath authority from the Rosh Kohan to bind all that call on thy name.
Listen.
But the Adoni said unto him,
What did he say?
Go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me.
I chose him. To do what?
Bear my name.
Which means God to suffer for my name. And what else?
Before the Gentiles.
And who else?
And Malachim.
And the Malachim.
And the Beni of Yasharal.
And the children of Yashrael. What happened?
For I will shew him how great things he must suffer for my name's sake.
So now we got to look at a couple of things. We're going to look at how people operate versus what you've been taught. See, you're going to find a difference of people try to go and use him for their justification of what he did. But you got to look at this man versus these other people. At the 22nd chapter of the, let's see, the 22nd chapter book of Acts of the Apostle. We're going to do a little jumping and running. Y'all give me a little time. I know y'all sleeping. You have plenty of time to sleep when you get to the grave. You just don't know it yet. But they're going to be short-lived, though. See, the people in the grave don't know how long they've been there. Get one of them up right now and going to say, who the president? Harry Truman. They don't know. Huh? All right. These people don't know. People sitting in the grave, they don't know. It's some people been dead a long time. They have no idea how long they've been dead. Just like you don't have no idea how long you're going to burn in hell. Listen.
Anush, Aki, and fathers,
yes.
Hear ye my defense, which I make now unto you.
He wants you to hear his defense. Listen.
And when they heard that he spake in the Abari tongue to them,
son. What happened?
They kept the more silence.
What happened?
And he saith, I am verily an Ish, which am a Yahudi.
I'm truly a man that is a Yehudi.
Born in Tarsus,
and what
a
else?
city in Cilicia.
Yeah.
Yet brought up in this city at the feet of Gamaliel.
You hear this?
And taught according to the perfect manner of the law of the fathers.
Uh-huh.
And was zealous toward Elohim, as ye all are this yom.
See, he's telling you about a zeal he had. So you think he could have been saved? In the state he was in? Man just said he studied the law. The perfect law of the Abbas. And I had a zeal too. just like y'all do. What happened, Brandon?
And I persecuted this way unto the death.
See, he was going to be saved. You see, you can be honest and be going wrong. But if your honest intent is right, he can use you. See, that's the difference with these retards. He studied the law. I wonder what that the Greek law he probably studied. Probably studied the Latin law. Listen.
Binding and delivering into prisons both Anus and Ashah,
What happened?
as also the high Kahan doth bear me witness, and all the estate of the elders,
Listen, everybody. He's taking bear witness to me. Tell him what he did, Brandon.
from whom also I received letters unto the Aki.
The man gave me letters. Hey, who done gave you in the commendation what you got? Nigga got a last place certificate. 19th place finish. Man said, man, I got paperwork. I had authority. Man gave me paperwork to do it. That's how I knew the law. I knew exactly how it should be done. Listen.
And went to Damascus to bring them which were there bound to Jerusalem,
Yeah.
for to be punished.
Uh-huh.
And it came to pass that, as I made my journey, and was come nigh unto Damascus about
You can
noon,
break the F for me so I don't get too cold. Come on. I'm good. You can cut it for me. Appreciate y'all working it. It feels good now. Come on.
suddenly there shone from Shamayim a great aur round about me.
Yeah.
And I fell into the ground, and heard a voice saying unto me, Shaul, Shaul, why persecutest thou me? And I answered, Who art thou, Adani?
Yeah.
And he said unto me, I am Yahusha of Nazareth, whom thou persecutest. And they that were with me saw indeed the aur,
And what happened?
and were afraid,
And did what?
but they heard not the voice of him that spake to me.
Listen.
And I said, What shall I do, Adani?
Yeah.
And the Adani said unto me, Arise, and go into Damascus, and there it shall be told thee of all things which are appointed for thee to do.
Yeah.
And when I could not see for the glory of that aur, being led by the hand of them that were with me,
Yeah.
I came into Damascus.
Yeah.
And one Ananias, a devout east according to the law, having a Taub report of all the Yahudim which dwelt there,
Yeah.
came unto me and stood, and said unto me, Aki Shaul, receive thy sight.
Yeah.
And the same hour I looked upon him.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, The Elohim of our fathers hath chosen thee, that thou shouldest know his will, and see that Sadak one, and shouldest hear the voice of his mouth.
Yeah.
For thou shalt be his witness unto all Anus of
Listen.
what thou hast seen and heard.
Yeah.
And now, why tarriest thou? Arise and be immersed, and wash away thy sins, calling on the name of Yahusha.
Yes.
And it came to pass that, when I was come again to Jerusalem, even while I prayed in the temple, I was in a trance, and saw him saying unto me, Make haste, and get thee quickly out of Jerusalem,
Why?
for they will not receive thy testimony concerning me.
What happened?
And I said, Adani, they know that I imprison and beat in every synagogue them that believed on thee.
Mm-hmm.
And when the blood of thy martyr Stephen was shed,
What did you do? You helped kill him?
I also was standing by,
You say you threw rocks too.
and consenting unto his death,
And what happened?
and kept the raiment of them that slew him.
I need y'all to just pay attention. There's a conclusion to all of this. Keep going, son.
And he said unto me,
What did he say?
Depart, for I will send thee far hence unto the Gentiles.
Yeah.
And they gave him audience unto this Dabar, and then lifted up their voices and said, Away with such a fellow from the Arats,
Yeah.
for it is not fit that he should live.
See that? He should die. Come on.
And as they cried out,
What?
and cast off their clothes,
Yeah.
and threw dust into the air,
Yeah.
the chief captain commanded him to be brought into the castle, and bade that he should be examined by scourging,
Yeah.
that he might know wherefore they cried so against him.
Yeah.
And as they bound him with thongs,
Yeah.
Shaul said unto the centurion that stood by,
What?
Is it lawful for you to scourge an Ish that is a Roman and uncondemned?
That's good. Jump over if you would, sir, and give me the 26th chapter of Acts of the Apostle. That's a conclusion to the matter. Y'all just don't know it. Let's start 26 and 1. Listen.
Then Agrippa said unto Shaul,
What did he say?
Thou art permitted to speak for thyself.
Yeah.
Then Shaul stretched forth the hand and answered for himself,
What happened?
I think myself happy, King Agrippa, because I shall answer for myself this before thee touching all the things whereof I am accused of the
He said, concerning
Yahudim,
all the stuff I've been accused of by the Yahudim. What happened?
especially because I know thee to be expert in all customs and questions which are among the Yahudim, wherefore I beseech thee to hear me patiently.
Yes, sir.
My manner of life from my youth,
Yeah.
which was at the first among mine own nation at Jerusalem,
What happened?
know all the Yahudim,
Everybody know how I was ever since I was a young man. Tell us about your Shaul.
which knew me from Barashit, if they would testify that after the most straightest sect of our religion I lived a Pharisee.
See, the difference why he can use a man like this, even going wrong, he had more right than you gonna ever get. He said if folk could testify, if they would tell the truth, people that have known me ever since I've been going their way, I've always been strict about my living. That's why they gave him love to go and bind and beat these people, because you know exactly how it's supposed to happen. See, when they went and he said, and when they stoned our martyr Stephen, they laid their coat because our law said the hands of the witness are first. I didn't see it, but I got to make sure they're being conducted by the law. And by our law, the witness's hand had to be the first one upon it. And I made sure they laid their coat at my feet. I consented to it. I let them know, kill him. See, everybody try to holler like Shaul. You ain't no way in no running to be like no Shaul. You're too dumb and you're too stupid. See, everything was done by him makes sense. He picked a man that at least can show some integrity. Even going the wrong way, he got integrity. How you go the right way and ain't got integrity? No, it makes sense. When I was serving Christ Jesus, I had integrity. I ain't get it now because of no Alabet. Alabet ain't gave me no integrity. He just told you if they'll go and they would tell the truth, I was always living strict. They want to know why you can't use them. Because you ain't never been nothing all your life. You don't never want to be nothing. See, y'all got to stop all this old whiny, crybaby junk. Everybody get you behind in line. Quit trying to use this man. You ain't nobody in no position to use this man. Even going wrong, he was living better right than these people live. He said, if they would tell the truth, they will all admit, I have always lived straight. He says, I've always been straight. I was taught the law. Listen, these people really don't know what they be doing. But it's beautiful, though. Listen what he said. Other one, I want you to jump on. Sit at the 21st chapter of Acts. My mind go to. Let me see something. Might be. You know what? I might want to, but that 22nd chapter. Hold that for me. Just hold that for me. 21. Let me see something. See if I can't shoot a couple of birds in the foot. One rock kill a couple of birds. Listen. Let's finish up that 26. Listen.
And now I stand and am judged for the hope of the promise made of Elohim unto our Abba.
Listen.
Unto which promise our 12 tribes, instantly serving Elohim, human night, hope to come.
Listen.
For
they were instant. Come on.
Which hope's sake, King Agrippa, I am accused of the Yahudim.
Listen.
Why should it be thought a thing incredible with you that Elohim should raise the dead?
Listen.
I, Amat, thought with myself that I ought to do many things contrary to the name of Yahusha of Nazareth, which thing I also did in Jerusalem, and many of the Amat believers did I shut up in Beth, having received authority from the Rosh Kohan, and when they were put to death, I gave my voice against them, and I punished them oft in every Bethel, and compelled them to blaspheme, and being exceedingly mad against them, I persecuted them even unto strange cities.
I went to foreign lands to get these people. See, everything you find him doing, he got a law to back him. See, this is the difference when people try to go and try to tangle themselves in and think they're on the same page or think they got something in common. You have absolutely nothing in common with this man. This man told when I did what I did, I was doing it because this is what I believe was right. That's the difference. I was using law, I had language, and it was wrong. He's coming to let you know this stuff was wrong. But you can see how he can use a man like that. Because when this man turned to get true, he ain't moving him. No more they were going to move him from nothing else. See, you can't use inconsistent people. He used a man he knew. He believed it, and he was going to stand on it. You wasn't moving him from no law. I could use a man like that. He used a man, he go back and say, everybody that know me can testify. Since I started, I've always been strict. These folks going talking about Shaul. It shouldn't come out their mouth. Shouldn't come out their mouth. This man would have never gotten in going the way he was going. He's trying to show you with law, having all that and lacking something, having zeal, you still can wind up missing out. The people going to look at you, going to have a pure heart. Daoud tried to tell her, there's nothing but the pure in heart going to see this man. Your heart going to be right when you hear this law. Folks, y'all going to get in. All that fools in Hebrew Israelites that came up, they never but some retards and idiots. Get back that 22nd chapter before I finish him up. What verse we left off at?
25.
25. Let them get it. Let me show you something. Listen.
And as they bound him with thongs.
Shaul. Cut your freak off now. Oh, yeah, get them thongs and tie them. I know it. Stop it, freak. Listen. Do it later. Come on.
Shaul said unto the centurion that stood by, Is it lawful for you to scourge an Ish that is a Roman and uncondemned?
Listen, it is a Roman and uncondemned. Listen.
When the centurion heard that,
what happened?
He went and told the chief captain, saying, Take
Hold
heed.
Hold that 26th chapter for me, too. Take heed.
Take heed what thou doest, for this man is a Roman.
Pay attention. This man is a Roman. Listen.
Then the chief captain came and said unto him,
What did he say?
Tell me, art thou a Roman?
Yeah.
He said, Yea. And the chief captain answered, With a great sum obtained I this freedom.
Yeah.
And Shaul said, But I was free born.
Y'all hear that? This is talking about sovereignty. He was just telling him that he was a free man. He was the living man. If you're a retard. But if you got a teacher, I tell you exactly what he said and why I took y'all through that. First of all, if you'd have paid attention, he told him to go his way, for he was a chosen vessel unto me to bear my name. I need somebody to go through like I did, because you ain't going to believe it. Yahushua had citizenship. The man told you when he started out, I was born in Sicily. He said, and it ain't no foreign city. This is how retarded they are. He just asked these people, is it lawful for you to take a Roman uncondemned and beat him? And they asked him, are you a Roman? Because the chief captain just told him, I paid a lot of money for my citizenship. Shaul just told him, I was born one. I didn't have to pay for mine. But these niggas waste time to tell you about sovereignty and no birth certificate and no right. But I just shot that in the foot too. This what I do, baby. This what I do. Chief captain just told you. He said, I paid a lot of money for my citizenship. Shaul said I didn't pay a dime. I was born there. But they missed it when they were teaching sovereignty in these churches. Let the campfire blow it out. And they still banging Crip. That's why they don't like him. He just shot your sovereignty in the foot again. The man just sat here and told you, why did he tell him he was? I've been brought up at feet of Gamaliel. I know the perfect law. Why ain't hollering Yahudi? Why ain't hollering land of Benjamin? Why am I keep telling? Because you know why? He can't use them. That's why I know he's not using one of these sovereign bastards. Because you can't be you because you're too stupid. He just told you, go your way. You're going to bear my name before kings of the Gentiles. And they so dumb they missed. He weren't just speaking Abari. He spoke the regular language. He told you when Yahushua spoke to him, he spoke to him in Abari. But the men that were with me, they ain't here. When the crowd got him, you paid attention, he started begging with his hand. And when they heard him speak, that's when they kept the most silent. With me, I don't speak more than one language. See, these niggas done punked everybody's brain. I tell them you got to speak Abari. Another count blow it out. Who that, y'all? Who it is? Yeah, they know what it is. They always killing time. That's why they hate him. Because he done shot their servant in the foot. Had he had servant, he couldn't use him. Look at that 26 chapter, 26 and 24. They kill more time than a little bit. All they do is just leave folk wrong. Man just told you he paid for citizenship. Shaul said, I didn't pay nothing for mine. I was born now. Listen to the book. 26, 25. 26, 25, listen.
But he said, I am not mad.
Make it 26, 24, listen.
And as he thus spake for himself, Festus said with a loud voice, Shaul, thou art beside thyself.
For much what?
Learning
Doth do what?
make thee mad.
What's wrong with you?
But he said, I am not mad, most noble Festus.
But what you doing?
Speak forth the dabarim of Amat
And you drunk?
and soberness.
And I'm sober. I ain't smoking no weed, no beaties. Drinking no brewskis. Listen.
For the king knoweth of these things, before whom also I speak freely, for I am persuaded that none of these things are hidden from him, for this thing was not done in a corner.
Listen.
King Agrippa, believest thou the Nabah?
Yeah.
I know that thou believest.
Listen.
Then Agrippa said unto Shaul,
Listen.
almost thou persuadest me
Read what they said.
to be a Christian.
That makes sense. Believe the Nabal. The scripture, I want to be a Christian. This statement itself just lets you know how stupid you got to be. That makes absolutely no sense that he would come along, he asked him he believed in Nabal, and he going to say he want to be a Christian. And this is what Shaul going to say.
I would to Elohim that not only thou,
Yeah, not only you
but also all that hear me this yom
would do what?
were both almost
And?
altogether
And?
such as I am,
Except for what?
these bonds.
The man just told you he was of the Yahudim. Agrippa just said he want to be a Christian. Then he just said, I wish everybody were all of them were just like me, and I'm a Christian except for these chains. If you're a Christian, you're in chains. That's how stupid they make us. This man was looking at from what he heard them man explain it to him. It made him want to convert to our religion. That makes no sense he would want to be a Christian. Listen what happened.
And when he had thus spoken,
What happened?
the king rose up,
And then what?
and the governor, and Bernice, and they that sat with them, and when they were gone aside, and talked between themselves, saying, this each doeth nothing worthy of death
Hear that? He ain't do nothing worthy of death. What happened?
or of bonds.
What happened?
Then said Agrippa unto Festus,
Tell him what he said.
this each might have been set at liberty
He might have been let go. What happened?
if he had not appealed unto Caesar.
This the law. This the law. He was told he was going to go to the people of Yashrael and before kings. His citizenship worked for him to put him where he needed to be. This is why you can't use these people. They too stupid. They ain't going to pay taxes. They too stupid. And they going to sit in here and they going to get rid of their citizenship because they too done stupid. That's why he can't use them. Everything these organizations are set up to teach people not to do have been very contrary to what they done told us. Why did man want to deny his citizenship? Why wasn't he denying his citizenship? Because he couldn't have used it. All they had to tell him further he's sovereign. What you going to do with a sovereign citizen? Can't use it. Him appealing to citizen, his Romanship, his citizenship to Rome is what got him to get in front of these people. If he didn't have it, it wouldn't have got him there. He was so dumb. Just dumb. What's the last chapter? 27? 28? No. Last chapter, Acts. 28, 26. Listen.
Saying, go unto this people and say, hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand.
What people do you think he was talking about? Talking about us. Because he had to go bear witness unto the people of Yashrael. Before kings, before Yashrael, and before the Gentiles. Listen what happened.
And seeing ye shall see and not perceive.
And that's what the law said about you. Huh? Let their eyes be closed. Huh? All this stuff, the law had already said this to you, but somebody had to come and still tell it to you. Man, close your eyes. The man told you he was going to do it. Everything he told them worked out for the law to be fulfilled. He needed citizenship, he got to be able to pay taxes. All that foolishness people done stabbed and taught him, made a fool out of stabbing, these rotten count, all of them rotten. That's why they don't like Shaul. He shoot him in the foot. They hate the fact he claimed his citizenship. Yeah, see, we born, see, you saying free. They stupid. He was saying free because he was saying I didn't pay for it. I'm not a convert. These people try to teach you you're not a Yahoo demon, you're born in America. You are born in America, that's your citizenship, just like he said wrong. You're a citizen of America. They lied to us. That's bad. That's bad. Man still claim wrong. Claiming America don't make me no less than no Yahoo demon. We've been dispersed. We've been scattered. This is where you were born at. They done taught us all these lies, going and talking about where you at. This is what they call it. This is where we saying we at. You got rights and citizenship here. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. They spend more time trying to get, watch, every one they count, all of them full of junk. Every one of them full of junk. That's why they hate him. He exposed them. Yahushua had citizenship. Why did his daddy take him up and his mother and them and register them? In the city he was born in. They had documentation. They guys have told lies, talking about no citizenship, no tax. They all liars. They all liars. They made a fool out of the whole time been dealing with these rotten jokers. See that Acts of the Apostles. Order y'all right quick. I don't know if it's 23 and 1. Let's see something. What does 23 and 1 say? Listen.
And the whole multitude of them arose and led him unto Pilate. And they began to accuse him, saying, We found this fellow perverting the nation.
What was he doing?
Perverting the nation.
Y'all hear what they found him doing? Perverting the nation. Tell them what he was doing, Brandon.
And forbidding to give tribute to Caesar.
When did he tell y'all not to pay taxes? That's what they're talking about, tribute. When did he teach those people not to pay taxes? He wouldn't have, because you had to pay taxes. That would have made no sense. He would have never told Cuff to go and give those people to pay the taxes for both of them. They brought this up because there was a law against it and your behind would get in prison for it. That's amazing. When did he teach y'all not to pay taxes? Everybody follow. How these guys got all this knowledge to read all this alphabet, go through and all the ancient language and go through and come up with the name, and then you get here. That's why they got a problem with the New Testament. They just said they found that man perverting the nation. And he was forbidden for what now?
Forbidding to give tribute to Caesar.
And do what?
Saying that he himself is Mashiach, a Malach.
They were saying that this man taught not to pay taxes. When did he ever say that? Matthieu 22. I know every one of them count. Every one of them. Nothing but a joke. Now you ain't got to do it. You ain't following him. That's why he can't use you. What I want, 22 and 9. Come on, read down. Listen.
Go ye therefore.
16. Don't worry about it. Come on.
Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both poor and Taub, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a Ish which had not on a wedding garment, and he saith unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer Kashak. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, for many are called, but few are chosen.
I be telling them the same thing. I tell my key that they still want to gene it out and do what they want to do. Tell me it don't matter. That's that Christianity stuff. It don't matter what you got. A lot of stuff y'all be saying, it ain't book. It's just what you've been repeating and heard from these sinners. Now, I can prove what I'm talking about. You ain't going to be able to prove what you're talking about. You just doing something like that with them crackers done told you. You don't got them nigga-loving religion make a fool out of you. Stuff y'all be doing, it don't make sense. But that's what you've been doing all your life. You're always trying to get out of something. If it don't matter, why he just didn't look at the man hard? At least he came to the wedding. Maybe he was like that little drummer boy. He ain't had no gift to bring. Ba-rumpa-bum-bum. These folks don't know what they be doing. These folks crazy. Say that, Ooh, Allah Shamut, 23:1 right quick. A bunch of hypocrites. Listen.
Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to
That's
be.
Ooh, Allah Shamut, 23:1.
23:1.
23:1.
Yes, sir.
28. If it's 28:1 is what I want. Listen. Listen.
And take thou unto thee Aharun the Aki, and his sons with him from among the Beni of Yasharal,
Yeah.
that he may minister unto me in the Kohan's office, even Aharun, Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar, Aharun's sons.
What happened?
And thou shalt make Kudash garments for Aharun the Aki,
What you want me to make for him?
Kudash garments
Yeah.
for Aharun the Aki,
Yeah.
for glory and for beauty.
Well, what happened now?
And thou shalt speak unto all that are wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the ruach of wisdom, that they may make Aharon's garments to consecrate him, that he may minister unto me in the Kohan's office.
See, if you wise-hearted, you'll follow and do what I tell you to do. You're a dummy. You just keep doing what you keep want to do. He just told me he's going to make Aharon, your Aki, and his son. He said, you make them clothes, make them for beauty. I don't know where y'all get that food from. I don't know y'all get old nigger sag junk you get from. I don't know where you get it from. He was a Kohan. Well, the book said he made us Kohan. So how you dress all nasty looking? You supposed to be ministering to him. In the 13th chapter book of Arbori, it told us let us offer up the sacrifice. All the people can do that's a Kohan. That's the fruit of our lips. So stupid. Y'all do the dumbest stuff. Always trying to get out of something. Anything you can get out of. Yeah, when he told them to make the garment, they were for beauty. They were for glory. They always let these folks just get in your mind, make a fool. It's your heart. Your heart is why you're doing what you do. I've been taught I said, look, ragdoll, nasty. Ain't none of our teaching. That's them people's stuff. So we did what for beauty, what for glory. Even he came and stripped us down, he talked about us having it. We had it. Changeable suits of apparel. We had muhadi clothing. Stuff we wore for festive time. We already had the jewelry. Because it was for beauty. Wow. Y'all joking kill me. They always keep trying to figure out how to get out of something. That's why you don't never get in there. You know what's amazing though? You couldn't pull none of that junk you was a Christian. None of that junk you couldn't never pull in no Christian church. It's just like Shaul. How was it when you knew not Elohim, you did serve them that are by nature no Elohim? But that after you done turn and you learn it, you turn into the weak, beggarly elements of the world. How you turn backwards? Folks dressed better when they were Christians. That's amazing. You was a Christian, Sunday best. Show off sport. When he made Aharon state, it was for beauty and for glory. It don't matter how you look. It don't matter. I mean, if your draw got mess stains on them, it don't matter. All stuff y'all do, it don't lie. I tell y'all do something, just follow and just shut up. There's a reason why. That's how you ain't going to be saved. Because you busy trying to rationalize and all your rationalize is just sin. Because if you're going to be saved, you're going to follow. Follow me as I follow me, sir, and you keep the ordinance just like I give them to you. Don't do no thinking, just follow like I tell you, because I know more than what you're going to know. Hayward said something I ain't heard in a long time. I said, I haven't forgot more than you're going to ever know. No, that's the truth. I don't forgot more than a whole lot y'all going to ever know in your life. You can study the rest of your life. I don't forgot more than you're going to ever catch up. Don't even waste your time. Best thing you do is follow, because I'm honest. A lot of folks say they're honest, but I'll conform. What's your problem? You honestly wrong, honestly going to hell. Because you honestly ain't trying to be saved. Y'all get that stupid stuff out your mind. Always trying to use some excuse of what the folk, everything. I don't know. Nigga, quit lying. Yeah. How you stopping at a red light? How you know that's right? Yeah. The red might be green. Everything done taught you, you ignorant nigga. You been followed, been wrong, but you ain't questioned nothing they done told you. Why you stopping at a stop sign? That mean go. That ain't going to change, though. No, that ain't going to change. Cracker done lied to him all their life. Ain't nothing that Cracker stuff wrong. How you know 2 + 2 is 4? He can get them every time. This is violation. How you going to send a bunch of y'all to hell in here? Because your ass is so stupid, you got enough sense to sit here and follow believe everything they done told you, but you're going to question him. He show everybody here you're a hypocrite. Ain't nothing that man got there wrong. They go and spell something. Write your name down. How you know how you spell it? Because that's what the Crocker done told you. And all that questionable. Where it come from? How we know it's an alibi? How we know anything? One thing I know, you're going to hell. One thing I know for sure, somebody got to go to hell. Ain't nobody getting by. Y'all ain't putting that junk in him. Nobody ain't getting by. Our soul's on the line. You don't stand for something, you're going to fall for every darn thing. Get y'all behind and line up. It's crazy. Come on, fin that Monteyahu up. 22, where you left off? 11, 12? I'm going to work this thing. That's it, John. Hold that wall up. That joke, he been hitting it for a minute. I know he been hanging in there, though. He didn't even fall. Miguel, he don't do like you, how you do that, bend over like that and go to sleep by your knees and come back up. He stood still, he ain't move either, you know. Miguel, you got to go to sleep. If you hold your head up, you're going to pass out. How many of y'all can stand up and hold your head down at your knees and ain't going to pass out? That blood, he don't even know he be unconscious. You know who do that? Baby alligators. Seriously, if you take them and flip them on their back, they'll pass out. What you don't want to do is be holding him when you flip him over, because he going to come up kicking. Me go get out here like a baby alligator. He flip down there, I'd be looking. I say, he out. That joke come up like a giraffe. Once you know the eye crawl, you be like, you been out. But I love you, though. That's a good cut. How they do it right? Yeah, that's it. He think I'm asleep. That joke be out. He be out. I say, he gone now. Come on, listen.
Verse 14.
22 and 14, come on.
For many are called,
but few
are chosen.
That's what we looking at. Y'all know how many people being called when they put out him? He ain't taking everybody. Man, that's election. Meaning to be chosen. I don't want to mess this up. I messed up a lot of stuff in my life. I can't mess this up. I messed up a lot of money. I messed up relationship. I done messed up jobs. I done messed up career goals. I messed up in school. I done messed up in sport. I could have stayed there, let them in. No, that I got right. I wasn't finna let nobody just hit me and stand up. I done messed up a lot of stuff. I can't mess this up. Like that, I'm going to make this one count. This one right here. If I don't do that, I got to make this one count. Come on.
Then went the Pharisees and took counsel how they might entangle him in his talk.
What happened?
And they sent out unto him their Methodist with the Herodians, saying, Adoni, we know that thou art a Mott, and teachest the way of Elohim in a Mott, neither carest thou for any Ish, for thou regardest not the person of a noose. Tell us therefore, what thinkest thou? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar?
Is it lawful? Law. Is it law? Lawful mean, is it law? Does the law support paying taxes? Lawful. Somehow or another, my account come up when we ain't supposed to pay taxes. Because we sovereign. And we not even from America. I got a Grady Hospital birth certificate. Guess what Grady Hospital ain't in the Middle East? Mojave Desert. It ain't in Mexico. It's in Georgia. But I'm not a citizen of Georgia in America. So therefore, I don't have to pay taxes. That's stupid. There is a law for you to pay taxes. If it's not a law, how you going to jail? These people, he goes, all this nigga stuff. First of all, most of these people are stupid. All these groups are stupid. Because they keep telling you, there's no way to incarcerate you. They can't get you. And when they got it, it's been fought. When they can arrest you and put you as an enemy combatant. They don't have a law. They had to make something up to put you somewhere. They'll house you and keep you for however long. If you don't pay your taxes, that's called tax evasion. That means you go to jail for tax. They have sentences. They have charges for not paying your taxes. So how can they do that if it's not a law? Taxes was imposed because of the war. They never took it off. People saying the war is over. The war is not over. These folks been fighting ever since we done ran into them. They ain't gonna never stop lying. They always done had war. Taxes have been imputed. Quit letting these people tell you lies. Now they just ask, no, are we gonna believe what this man just told us? They just asked this man, is it right to pay your taxes? Now quit being stupid. Now what did he say? This is why get what I don't believe. I don't believe New Testament. Man wrote it. Pour the book of spirits out. Oh, lying nigga. Man done wrote all of it. Oh, lying nigga. Every time they get caught up, they trying to find something to get out of something. Oh, lying sorry nigga. They ain't all you ain't doing. Every time you find them, they ain't doing some other stuff too. You a liar. I know you ain't doing some other stuff. You think I pay more tax than more these folks making here. You don't think I want to keep my money? But I don't want to go to jail. That's a dead giveaway. I just say I owe myself to the man that locked me up. Pay your taxes, avoid the foolishness with these people. They already shoot niggas. I'm sorry, nigga, always hiding. Why I got time to be hiding, jumping under something? You sign your name on there. Oh, punked out nigga. Put your name out there, nigga. I don't want to do all those secret teaching. That Yahusha brother told him, no man don't do nothing secret, ain't trying to be known openly. I said no, I said no. I ain't ducking nobody. Crack on nigga. Mexican, chank, whatever you want to call yourself. Do what you're supposed to do. Oh, sorry niggas. Some of them go rats in their pocket. Trying to get on my damn nerve. Always lying. Who gonna obey what he said though? They're gonna prove you're gonna be saved. They just came to trap him up because they already know his law. They just sent some people from the chief Kohan and them to ask him. So we can trap him up to see if he just gonna holler about Elohim law, is he not gonna obey the laws of this land? Your stupid self. That's how they get him. They just told him. We already know you ain't scared of nobody. Man, you bad nigga, man. Nigga scared of you. We supposed to pay taxes. They just want to trap him up. If it wasn't no law, how they going to bring him before them and say the man ain't paying the taxes? How you letting these folks tell you ain't no law to pay no taxes? Quit letting these folks lie to you. They ain't going to follow what he said, though. The chief shepherd done spoke. What are you going to do with what he said? They prove how you're going to be saved. None of them thinking. Was he talking about back then or was he talking about now? What was he talking about? You think Shaul done ran up here to go see Caesar, he ain't paying no taxes? First thing we want to find out, let me get them on W-2. Because you just hollered you're a Roman citizen. Let me get that paperwork. Let me get that 1099. What you do? You make 10. Let me get a 1099. I am the living. You finna be living in prison. Man, just told you his citizenship. I'm just showing how people made a fool out of people of color out here and white, whoever. These camps are nothing but the devil. Every one of them nothing but the devil. They nothing but some lying, stinking, rotten niggas. They just beat you out of my maker, and they will not hold a job now, or they're going to get a piece of job. They never take care of their families. Find me one of them Joe take care of their family. Amazing. All of them got the same trait. Chris, you would have been one. Who you had to take them home? Then you had to drop them off at home one time? Sorry, nigga ain't got a car. Man, why would T-Man ain't got no car? Man, got my car. Can't do T-Man until I give you a ride home. Get out my car. I'm not finna be taking my pastor home. You ain't got no car? Man, remind me of that time, man, we be out there years ago in gang, we be out there, bro, years ago, be out there. Police to come outside and tell me, all right, everybody go home, somebody run out and snatch their gun. And I'm like, oh, man, you ain't got no gun? That Joe be looking around, he just go back in Burger King, be like, dog. Oh, he just lost his job. You got to call them people telling you just lost your gun walking outside telling everybody to go home. You just lost your job. You just got through preaching. You ain't got no car. I know what y'all saying. Man, I ain't worried about it because you ain't got one either. A stolen. It just, let me tell you something. One thing this way going to teach you, You're going to have to be independent when you proclaim it to these people. It don't work like that. You can't be begging from the people. You can't do that. See, all these niggas, they riding, they going to beg and shake the people. Watch they count. They always tumbling down. They ain't got nothing. They just shaking them down, beating them down. I always got some old scam flim. They ain't got nothing solid. That's why I shoot that. They know they ain't got nothing solid. Oh, they'll run me down. But I guarantee you around here borrowing for, I ain't borrowing from them. Right here stealing, lying, and conniving. Every time you find them, all them number liars. Trying to make a fool out of each other. Running through them women. Oh, they go there because they want a hoe. Put them on their back. Tell me ain't no fun to care. You call what you want. You ain't got no business having no sex. You ain't married. You're a retard. Don't tell no good and doing well. You ain't got no business having no sex. You ain't married. That's stupid. Then they tell the one, always a woman gullible. Come in the camp. As soon as you get in the camp and have sex, now that's your husband. So them other 50 guys you had sex, what were they? Practice? You made the woman at the well call you a hoe. Come get so get back here, hoe. I ain't had but 5. No good way to make a fool out of you. Ain't nothing but just retarded, stupid. I ain't seen so many dumb people in my life. They always flowing you through books so they can mess you up. Don't know what so many books translate. I know. Anytime you want to sin, it's so many books and so many translate. You want to live right, I get you where you need to go. That stuff don't move me. That ain't get through, that don't move me. I'm not moved by all no translate. That ain't throwing me one time. You still gonna have to be born again. Y'all hear me? Come on, one of y'all come up and tell me how many translates now. If I don't knock you off your film, give you $100. Come on up and talk to me about it. Come tell me what the man told you. Come here. Now they gonna act like they can. Come on here, see if I'm a liar. It'll be on live stream. You can press charge after you wake up. See, I do like hit you with a pinky. That's crazy. Y'all let people get y'all, duke y'all with some of the dumbest stuff. That's dumb. And they quote stuff all out their mouth. You believe something. You believe, won't you take your clothes off and walk naked? You authentic. They know they ain't. Joker look like a female. Look like that little thing tucked in his belly. Go ahead and go naked. I mean, you just want to get back where we're supposed to be. Oh, lying nigga. I make a fool out of these people. Every time they want to make a fool, they come with something stupid. Y'all sound and follow. Now, what y'all going to do with it right here? Tell me how tangled it is. Now, what you're going to find, these are the people that don't believe because it's in Greek. And Greek wrong, everything wrong, but Shaul spoke Greek. Shaul spoke Greek, and he spoke Abari. Now, all this stuff wrong because they're going to get their excuse when they want to get out of something. Now, I'm telling you, why you not obeying this? Let's see what happened.
But Yahusha perceived their wickedness and said, why tempt ye me, hypocrites?
Why are you trying to test me, you hypocrite? Come on.
Shew me the tribute money.
Show me the tax money. The tribute money, the tax money. Show me the tax money. What happened, son?
And they brought unto him a penny.
What happened?
And he saith unto them, whose is this image and superscription?
What did he say?
Whose is this image and superscription?
And what did he say? This ain't real, because money is not real. He told them, now what you do is A for V. No, he told them that. Y'all want me to interpret this or not? When he saw it, he told them, first of all, come on for a minute. Money ain't real. I'm so sorry. How much you think this is? Let me get $89. I'm going to help you get $300,000. I'll make a fool out of these folks. They showed the man in Scripture why he ain't tell them money ain't real. They always trying to make here go a man pitch on that money. Same stuff these crackers do, the same thing that they got it from them. They let these folks make a fool out of you. This is you to secure a debt. This is a promissory note to secure pay the debt. Don't let these folks make no fool. Tell them, all right, tell them nigga, go reach in their pocket and get out. Let me get all that fake paper. I want you to go to jail. I want you to defend your religion. Oh, lying nigga. Greedy niggas can't never get enough of it. Let them niggas go get some, tell them go to the grocery store and see them write A for V when they get them groceries. See them folks, let them get that receipt and write A for V and sign in there and let them leave them groceries. Nigga using money and plastic. Nigga, how you get bad credit? You ain't using no money, no credit card. Oh, lying nigga. That's what they do. Every time they mess their credit up, then they A for V. I'm going to tell y'all the same thing I'm going to tell everyone here. Y'all know from me. Everything you do is going to have a consistency behind it. I'm not up here preaching with no bad credit. That's stupid. Don't you know if you're going to live right, you're going to have to pay people you owe and do right? You ain't got no business telling no lies. All that man, so I ain't got no business lying. This man, I'm supposed to do what I say I'm supposed to do. That book says so, say, and do. They got a system out here you can bankrupt. If you can got yourself in too much that they'll set you up in something, you can bankrupt. You don't use have no excuse to just go around there beating nobody. That's crazy. They don't like that. I be preaching the truth, but I sure don't pay people I owe. That don't even make sense. That's what he just asked them. Who money is it? Who do they tell was on the money, Devon?
They say unto him, Caesar's.
See, anytime a man face on it, it ain't real. They're not A for V real. How many lies? I'm really just disgusted with how many lies. I hope these niggas go to hell. I hope y'all niggas burn in hell with no repentance. Because you know you've lied. You know you raped these people. You made a fool out of these people. There's been an attempt to make a fool out of people. Listen.
Then saith he unto them,
What did he say?
Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's.
I don't know what that means. They showed him the tax money. They showed him the tax money. He said, give him his tax money. And what he told him to do?
And unto Elohim
The things
that are Elohim.
because I want my money. He know it ain't going to look right to tell you to give me mine, don't pay him. It don't make sense. If that's his, give it to him. I want mine. That's how it going to work. It ain't going to sound right. I'm saying, he owe Bossett. He said, try to pay Bossett. No, don't pay Bossett. Let me get mine. This ain't even sounding right. Pay Bossett what you owe Bossett because I want what belong to me. Give my tithes and offering. See, they always some crooks. They always taking from folks. They don't have to pay nobody but them. See, when you start watching these scams, I tell you I do what's right. At the end of the day, when I know what's right, do what's right. We're being a darn liar and a scammer. They don't pay out. You do what you're supposed to do. You who are faithful. Everything, he faithful. Gotta put your trust in it. Y'all put y'all trust in these people. Y'all work to try to beat. Don't be trying to beat nobody out of nothing. You don't want nobody to beat you out of nothing. Why you ain't no better than you're doing a prayer like for doing. Yeah, I'm trying to give up my Social Security. I'm trying to just get rid of it. Just go. Nigga, be a man. Trying to give them nothing. I'm on the tape. I'm like Shaul. I'm on the tape. I'm a man. I'm going to make my own. I don't need these crackers to give me nothing. I've been told, why y'all need these crackers? They just busted down on the radio. Same thing I told y'all. Same thing. Call ran in his mouth. I just happened to be lit. Hebrews are like, talking about his paperwork. He done went to court. The man just exposed. He said, you talking about us believing in the system? He said, you're a hypocrite. He like, no. What you saying? No, brother, what? I'm finna butt. He said, no. He said, you had to go and see them same white folks to get paperwork from them so you can know what religion you is. He said, you the fool. What you go to a white man for to give you some paperwork to tell you who you was? I've been telling y'all that. It's an insult to Yahuwah. It's an insult to Yahuwah that a cracker got to sign some paper to say who you are versus I told you who you are. Then I'm going to tell the cracker I don't believe in, but I want the cracker to sign my paperwork. So you do believe in me. Which lie you going to tell? Let me get this straight. Money ain't real. None of his stuff real. Birth certificate ain't real. Social Security ain't real. But I need him to sign some paperwork saying I'm real. Let me get this straight. He done lied about money. He done lied about birth certificate. He done lied about Social Security. But he ain't lied on my sovereign paperwork. Am I to believe? Did it make sense? He done lied on everything except for sovereign paperwork he done gave me. Sorry, niggas. If they want to be somebody, at least try to go and be a butthole. At least something will come out your productive. I just get so irritated. End of the day, everybody here, y'all gonna follow me, y'all gonna follow and do what I tell you to do, or y'all get on my property. We're not finna follow these people. These folks not carrying us to here. Y'all hear me? If you're doing what you're supposed to do, your hood gonna be faithful. All we gotta do is do what we're supposed to do. And these folks can't take, I say what I wanna say. How many times a kid to do and come and grab me and throw me on the ground? Because they ain't got no business. I ain't harboring no doing kids in here. Selling no doing dope. Telling no lies. Do what you're supposed to do. You can say what you gotta say. That's good.